No, I need to work on some stuff. I need to get ready for the next thing now. On to the
Halloween.
next.
You could put a pony in a cute costume.
That sounds again like you're just like,
I think it's a good idea.
I think you're just saying, this is what I want.
It's what everyone wants. I can feel it in my bones.
No, that's called osteoporosis.
Got that too.
Hello,
Oh, it's
Jinxie.
cherry.
A little too much in there?
No, I like it. I want to be able to taste the cherry.
Why don't you just get real cherries?
It is real cherry.
Well, like, so when we were at the con, I got the that's what I should pick up, some amaretto, because we had a bunch of those amaretto sours, and there was one bartender that put cherries in it and one that didn't. And the one that put cherries in it, you could taste it in the alcohol, like in the drink. That single cherry really added flavor, and when it soaked up some of the juice, it was really good. Oh god, I had so many amaretto sours at that con.
I had 2 whiskey sours and then 2 amaretto sours.
I had, when we were in the VIP cocktail lounge, we got, it was a whiskey coke, 2 amaretto sours, and then I came back later and got, I think, like 2 or 3 more from her, and I made like 3 mixed drinks in the room. And I went to I went to sleep sober. Like, I don't know how that day went like that.
I stopped drinking like every night before like 11.
Hello, Kite. Hello, Edward. Hello, Sunset. Hello, Blur.
I've gotten too old to stay up till like 2 in the morning and drink the whole time.
We did 4 a.m. that one day.
Yeah, I wasn't drinking after.
No, yeah, I stopped drinking at some point. I don't like going to bed trashed. Especially, like, I think the one day we're up till 4, I had to get up the next morning to, like, go to something.
20-something-year-old me could drink all night and just be fine. 36-year-old me wants to be in bed by 9. Cannot do that unless I'm like, if my bed is like right over there and I'm here, it's one thing, but I can't lay down.
No one says he has a sobering effect on people. No, it's more of, I've had cons before where I went to bed too drunk, but then I just feel like such crap the next day that now it's about getting to like a real good point and then basically stopping, maybe having one a little later, but stopping. I don't care if I just feel exhausted when I go to bed or whatever, but if I go to bed and I've drank too much, all it means is the next day is going to be ruined, and I don't want to do that. So I put it with the limit. Ruining your entire weekend for one night isn't worth it. There was actually somebody at a con.
It's got wasn't it? Somebody.
Oh yeah, Knight. I didn't need to talk to you about that. Yeah, we only banned you because of that. So yeah, do you have access to your account fully again? The same account? Because that would be my question.
Yeah, I was like kind of looking at that. And I was like, maybe not ban them, but give them some time to work it out.
Well, no, it's because there's no way to work it out without it just posting a bunch of stuff. So the idea was just take care of it now, and we'll deal with it when it comes up again. But yeah, if just let me know if it's the same account, and it's all good now. I have access, but I'm still hacked. Okay, but
maybe make a new account.
Well,
that's the case.
It still is trying to spam it. Oh, okay. So I'll probably don't want to give access to that same one then. At least as of right now. It's an open server, so really anybody can pop in. So you don't need an access or anything.
You make a new account and let us know what it is, or you could even just message me directly. I don't care.
No, it doesn't matter. Anybody can get in.
Yeah.
So that's fine. Hello. So yeah, if it's still like having problems with that account, I wouldn't want to add that one back in again, because all it takes is somebody clicking one of those links that pops through to have them do the same thing, and then it's just a cascading effect. So
they're hacked and whole server's hacked.
That's why if you don't have two-factor set up two-factor. Yeah, I don't know if Discord has it set up where it's through a phone. If it isn't, or if it is, you can set it up so that you go through an app. Do not do it through your phone. That's easy to spoof, stuff like that. So, and your password. Yeah, he's been back for a while. Yeah, and hello, Surya. I love drinking. I don't like being overly drunk. Yeah. Like that's kind of where it is. Because Overly Drunk only lasts for like 30 minutes to an hour of fun, and then you're like going to be horrible for the rest of the time.
Then you're sick and tired.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, video came out today. If you haven't seen it, it's on YouTube. Not much to say on that, I guess. Everybody's here probably already seen most of it anyway. Other than the credits, I did finish the credits. I did change a bunch of stuff, but whatever. Yeah, like, ooh, I need to play. Where's my music? I hit my music button.
Well, that'll be easy to remember, Knight.
Can I give it back from when I do? Oh yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, whatever you were at before, and the Twitch stuff that's just integrated to your account. I have no control over that, so just relink everything to that new account, and you're fine. What's with the Discord account's getting hacked lately? I was actually trying to look up on that because I think Scope got his account hacked, and it bypassed two-factor, which is concerning. And the problem with some of that is if you get hacked, he lost his server completely. So I'm kind of being careful as to what I do on stuff. So if somebody posts a link to me, I'm not going to click it unless you give me some context or something. Because the ones that are saying, hello, click this link for free shit, I'm not going to click it.
What if I sent it to you?
Well, then I would definitely not click it.
That's very good. Because I would have sent you stuff for the giggles.
It's about just under 10K. That's actually below average. But that's fine because I haven't put out anything for like 10 months, so the YouTube algorithm isn't really going to push things. If anything, that's actually pretty good for a hiatus first video back. So I'm not complaining on that. And also, most videos tend to be where you get a big spike at the beginning, and then it will kind of dip down. But then if you kind of poke at things a little bit, YouTube algorithm might kick it back up, and sometimes that is the kick that really shoots things up. Where it's where you're looking. I'm looking for the second hump. I think Rocket Surgery had that. The biggest one with that was actually Remembrance. That video was not very popular on YouTube when it first came out, and then like 6 months after it came out, it exploded. It was really weird.
Algorithm.
That one I don't think was algorithm. It just had the right sharing at the right places. Yeah, I want to be famous. You didn't have enough random other numbers in the mix to that. But yeah, don't worry about it, Knight. You weren't banned because you did something wrong. You were banned because I just want to make sure nobody else got hurt
somebody did a bad thing to you.
Yeah. So, but no, whenever you get it solved, that's why I said I bring it up during stream because I know you're on here. So, no problem. Whenever you get it solved.
In fact, we love you. Well, okay. I love you. I can't really speak to him.
All right, so I just want to kind of finish up a little bit of this because I feel like there's not too much more work that's done in this. It feels a little robotic right now, and so I just want to poke at a couple of things. I want to try to get it so we can start making short stuff again. I want to try to get it so I can put out a video every 2 to 3 weeks. That's an animation. I was doing that for a little while on YouTube until I started on the tractor one, kind of. But I still want to work on something that's bigger at the same time. So I was trying to figure out the time balance to make something really short within a week or a week and a half, and then spending the other week and a half like working on the longer video that would take a couple months.
You should do something like holiday related.
I thought about doing that because it used to be for every Halloween I would put out an Alisha video. Well, not every Halloween. It was like 1 year, and then 2 years later I did again.
You could do Derpy in a bee costume.
Nope. Not doing anything for Halloween because there's just not enough time. I'd have to make it in like a day.
Yeah.
No.
Get it done.
Okay, rest of YouTube.
Look, we can do the whole thing with plushies. We don't even need Source Filmmaker. We'll make it in like 30 minutes. You gotta go get like a bee costume from like the baby store. Dress up the plushies in. We can make this happen. Come on, chat. Encourage him to make this happen. Use 15 AI. That'd be great.
I actually kind of felt bad I set up all the stuff on 15 or the credits on the video, and I forgot to save the one edit I made that added 15 AI because he puts it as a requirement, and I forgot to add that for the first like 4 or 5 hours, and I went back. I'm like, oh crap, I thought I had that on there, and so I had to add that quick because I didn't want to like anger the AI voice god.
Yes.
And so I quickly had to update that. So it's updated now, but for a little while it wasn't, and I kind of felt bad about that. Russian animation, just dragging the models around without any movement and add some voice lines would be perfect. Yeah, we did that. That was like the Twitch Directs videos. Those are fun, but they're not anything that really explodes. I'd rather have what I want to focus on is a bigger video every now and then, because those are and in terms of revenue, that's the ones that actually bring in anything. Short videos do not, but they can bring in people. So I think about doing a trade-off back and forth. Make us 6 or 7 seconds short here and there to keep the channel alive, and then the bigger ones that actually will keep the revenue alive. So
it would explode if you dressed up Rainbow Dash as a bunny rabbit.
No. I would need a bunny rabbit costume.
You can make one.
No. I'm not a modeler. That is not my forte.
I feel like there's already bunny outfits on the internet.
There is a wolf outfit.
If you dress up as a cute wolf.
Yeah, I think there was when I was going through for the credits for the video, I ran across it again. Thank you for the bits, Edward. Oh, it's okay. Silver, you got me cracking up so much on Twitter with the thick hooray. With the picture. Yeah, this one.
She boofed.
And you just saying thick hooray. I literally died. That was so good.
You had way too much fun with that.
I do. I did it, but I did another one.
Yes. He just.
It's so good.
They're so woof.
This one I actually cleaned up a little bit. Some of these weird edges.
You needed to make sure that this was a work of art.
Okay, so what? For those that don't know what the hell that is, give me a character from the movie.
That was that cute model pony. The one who did the runway thing with the cool blinky hat, or the emo pony with the bidet. No, not the bidet. That's a different thing. The little hat.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about, but I don't know if they have a name.
Just type in runway pony G5. She'll come up.
I did.
Oh.
And it didn't come up.
Well. Gotta be somewhere.
Rob. Yeah, we can do Rob.
No, not Rob. Rob sucks. Ugh.
Where's Rob?
I can't find Rob. I hope he's dead.
Actually, I don't know.
Oh, I see Rob, and I'm already upset
this is
because
Rob.
it's like next to somebody's horrible. Oh.
Okay, we're gonna grab that, but we're just gonna do.
You can't boop that. I want to see him in a bee outfit.
There we go. Okay, so we're gonna. We're gonna keep the text on there because it just makes this a little easier. Okay, so we have our picture. And this is super easy. So first, I need to make this bigger. We're going to make this 200%.
Rob has something wrong with him. I just can't figure out what it is.
Okay, so there we have that he's male. Actually, he kind of I know that feeling. Okay, so we have Rob.
Sir Edward, that's
why do you hate Rob?
Slanderous accusation.
Give him along next. So yeah, actually that did end up being what came up on a couple of them. But we're not going to do that. So let me get rid of this here. So all you do is you grab the picture and then you use this small little tool called Content Aware Scale. And all you do is drag these sliders. That's it. And you get some goofy. So Rob gets to be...
Now he truly is the giraffe.
Whoa.
Looks like a bad painting.
Yeah, kind of look at that eyeball. Oh wait, yeah, there.
I feel like the program's trying to fix him. It's like, make this horse look like an actual horse.
So the tool is fun to go a long ways with, but if you actually just add like a teeny little bit to it, it makes it like here. It feels slightly off, but it looks okay. But then you can get like
there you go.
This is fine. But I think my favorite is you take Content Aware Scale, and you make them big. Okay, so they got big. And then you grab content aware scale and you make them small again.
It almost fixed him there for a second.
Kinda, actually. Usually it goes really weird. Okay, we're gonna put him like this. And we're gonna... Let's do that again. Poor Rob.
There you go.
What's wrong with his eyes? Look at his L. So this is what's cool about it, is it actually stretched these letters out correctly.
Kinda.
It's really weird. He's turning into Minecraft. He's fine. See,
You know what? I'm kind of glad he didn't use the runaway pony because she's cute.
Yeah,
you don't need to like turn her into boxes. Oh, this is not Photoshop. I'm gonna do some pro level animating right here.
He's so good. Worse. Okay, let's. No more Rob. I need somebody. Ooh, you know what? I have not done her.
Zip? No, leave Zip alone.
Okay, we need to do Zip.
Oh, she's the best pony in G5.
Oh, that's Pip and Sunny.
No, Zip is better.
Which of these do we want to use? Maybe this one? No. Maybe this one? Oh, that's a GIF. Oh.
Oh, see, cool. Where'd it go?
Sadly, I can't do that to a live video. It's easier if they're the only things visible, so we can try this one. I can't save a transparent version unless it's in there. Alright, so again, because it makes things big, I have to canvas it. Let's do 200. I love this tool. I thought it was going to actually be like AI upscale stuff, and that's what they advertise it as, and I don't know what they were thinking, because it does not do that at all.
No, it's so broken.
Alright, so let's grab this. Okay, so now we, hold on, before we do that, we need...
Like trying to figure out the business meeting when they introduced this tool. We're like, I invented a tool that automatically upscales everything. Does it work? No. A little bit? Not at all. Should we add it?
Oh, God.
Absolutely.
Just got a really long leg.
And her other leg got kind of stubby. It's squished. No.
Her head's like the exact same.
Yes. She just went chibi.
The other thing you can do with this, though, is you can disconnect the different versions, so you can...
She long horse.
Very long.
Can't hurt it.
I think we're gonna do, like... We're gonna make her big. And then we're gonna make her small. I don't know why for Pip it was like, must make chonk. Oh, God.
She's making...
She's
making Zip chibi.
Oh, no. What is the...
She got chibied.
What is good? It looks like she's from Centaur World.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
She gonna be clean sometime.
Look how fluffy she is, though.
She's very fluffy.
She's very fluff.
Nice.
Oh, God.
No, I do kind of looking back now, I do like the compromise they made in G5 where they do have a queen, but they still have princesses who are the main character. There you go.
What is going on? Oh, one more. Okay. There we go. I'm Pip with Zip. It's called Dip.
Dip.
It's flying. I'm sorry, Zip. Those are like the tricks. Like, zoop, zoop, and then she lands.
She's such a good flyer. She's been flying for all of like 2 minutes, so she's expert.
Hey guys! Awesome! Oh god. Well, we'll just leave that there so that when I randomly alt tab,
I'll just be there to greet you.
Yep.
Big old floofy pip.
AI upscale is amazing. But still, so far though, I need a.
Go whoa.
Oh, it's animated. I kind of want to do another pip though. Okay, one more. I need to do more pip. Because I haven't checked to see if it just wants to make her chunk.
She's not the better pawn. Do it with her toy.
Oh, that's where she's like me. Not with her toy.
The toy's already. Oh, well, that's a lie. Right.
I don't know. It's
I'll start the best pony fights right here, right now.
I think we should try this. Try this one here.
I got at least 9 years under my belt of best pony fighting. Come at me.
Izzy is best pony. Izzy is a tank. Like, I don't know what with the design, but they're just like.
Well, no, she's definitely the biggest one.
She's huge.
Yeah.
She's strong, and then this one she's just so petite.
She's tall and broad. She's like, I wouldn't call like she's just big. She's a slightly bigger small horse.
Wait.
She's a tiny pony who's slightly bigger than the other pony. But I wouldn't call her anything but.
She's
tall.
a tank. Okay, this is the test.
Zip or Izzy? Yeah, Izzy's just tall.
Is the thing just say she needs to be
Every time. He just wants to make her very. You were very pleased with yourself right now. It's just like, this is the true inner self.
It just wants to make her think.
I feel like all the other Pegasus got their ability to fly, and she didn't understand why she still couldn't. She still couldn't get off the ground.
I think it's the gradients that are specific on her or something. Oh god.
You scale her down just to make her super thin. Oh no.
No.
Like cotton candy expanding.
Okay, then we're gonna keep that, and then we're gonna scale her back down again. Oh.
Oh my. That's an episode we haven't watched yet.
This kind of looks like a painting. And we gotta go. Oh, this gets.
Now I'm just thinking how weird it would be if one of the main characters had a kid during the run of the show, rather than like at the very end. Crazy. It's something.
Yeah, he starts just completely destroying it after a while. Anyway, we did get. And it's like, dun 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 dun, potatoes, dun dun. It looks so fluff though. Look how fluffy that looks.
It's all fluff. She's like all just she
ultra fluff.
She was in the dryer too long. What happened?
So I don't know why, but this reminds me of something from Star Wars.
They have what?
Shigasa Sugasa.
He's just speaking Spanish there.
Beep casa.
Mikasa Sugasa.
Sing song gasa gasa. Oh. Well, I got the camera in the way there. It's good. Okay, we're gonna put that away. It's very dangerous. Okay, what was it doing? I can't remember.
Star Wars.
The Floof Queen, definitely. I know what this is. This is a clickbait thumbnail for a movie mistakes video. Yeah, kinda. That was clickbait. It's been the tweet I originally did was it's gotten fairly popular.
Rathlos is just like, you're doing dragons right now? I'm over here. Look, I'm very cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to add something to him because his body motion here seems still a little... Oh, you know what I think it is? Okay, so that's running at 60. The lights are on. It runs at 30.
What is up?
I think it needs to go a little more forward. Not much, MJ. How are you doing? Been a good day so far. Low key, slept in, got the video out.
Some of us had to go to work today.
I go to work on normal days. Today was not a normal day.
My work made me rearrange my entire office, and it was... or move into a new office. Which you would think people would want, but...
Wait, well, I thought you had a good office.
Well, I was kind of just out in, like, the warehouse area, but they finally put me in my own office. I kind of liked it out in the warehouse area, so...
What not? Well...
They need the room.
For draft?
No, for, like, parts.
Oh. They need to use the warehouse for the warehouse stuff?
Yeah, rather than just me in there. But I'm going to be in there all the time, so...
Okay, I need to... Oh, and I've been working a little bit today on working on the 10,000 hour thing. I think what we were going to do was...
Tea party.
No. I was going to stream on YouTube, on the main YouTube channel, and go through everything I've done since I started doing YouTube stuff. Currently it's at 77 videos if I pull just animation stuff from my channel. And then talk about it and the stuff, where I was at that time and whatever. And I want to try to find some other stuff. There's other videos that were never released, or stuff that was canceled, things I was working on at a time and never released, that type of stuff. But I think it'd be interesting just to go from beginning to end and seeing the evolution of things. So, but yeah, I've already started the spreadsheet on getting all that figured out. It's going to take a little bit. I'm at, what does it be, 99.67? Yeah, so it's still going to be a while. Another couple weeks.
You could just cheat. Just leave it open as you sleep.
I did figure out that if it's alt-tabbed, it does not add up time.
Really?
I was curious because I had opened it up to work on some stuff. I was going back and forth in there, but I only was in there for a couple minutes, and it didn't add any time. It still was at 99.66, even though I had it open for 3 to 4 hours. But most of it was alt-tabbed.
Interesting.
That makes sense. Otherwise, you could open up like 17 games and add time.
Probably doesn't keep track if you're like offline either, so.
They're not abominations. They're friends. Sorry, I was too interested in that. I'm kind of missing chat for a sec there. Next bulk biceps. No, because that requires biceps. I don't think there was any muscle in that body.
She is very...
Oh, speaking of fluff, I posted in one of the other chats, but there is...
What have you done?
Lizard Doggo.
I saw Lizard Doggo.
It's
Satisfactory.
From Satisfactory. They're actually doing a run of it where it's 40 inches. It's like $160 though. You can get a 16-inch one as well, but it's Lizard Doggo and he's a big old fluff ball. He doesn't come with the fluff in him though. They send it free, pack it like completely airtight sealed, and then you just open him up and shove it in there.
Like the cut down on shipping.
Yeah, cut down on shipping, and then but also that means that if it's easy to access for that, you can probably toss way more fluff in there if you want. Make it as fluffy as you want. So.
Or fill them with asbestos.
Sure.
Or SpaghettiO.
You could.
You could.
You could also fill your mouth with SpaghettiOs.
It's a whole... No, why would you do that?
What, SpaghettiOs aren't for eating?
Oh.
They're not. No, they're kind of...
Filling up dino dogs.
No, it's the SpaghettiOs is...
No, that's neat. You know the thing I like about those lizard dogs in Satisfactory is there's only so many of them in the world. They don't just automatically respawn. There's a set number, so you immediately want to protect it as soon as.
Oh, I know. I murdered so many of them.
You're a monster.
Because I didn't know about that at the point, and also I didn't care enough.
Monster.
They gave me stuff. I don't remember what, but it was stuff. Pleasure. That was it.
They gave you the pleasure of watching them die. The pleasure of watching the life leave their eyes. Delightful.
No, it's the lizard doggo is fun though.
I'd be up for playing Satisfactory again, but only in like a group thing.
Yeah, we've talked about it. There's another big update coming soon, and one of them is dedicated servers. But it's very buggy, big. And they say that guaranteed not to work correctly.
I'd still rather do it than not.
Yeah, by writ, sorry.
Actually, man, I wish they would do private servers for 76.
They kind of do.
It's really, I just want modding in 76. That's all I want.
They have had a bunch of new stuff added. I feel like there's quite a bit of content added there, we might go back to the Fallout 76 characters for a little bit and just have a little bit of fun.
Be fun. Hence the word.
But I don't want to do it unless there's a good amount of content.
There has been some talk of Fallout 5. I would be interested in that.
It's going to be an eventuality, for sure.
I'm a little nervous because now Bethesda's owned by Microsoft. So.
To me, they cannot... isn't there another Elder Scrolls that's supposed to come out?
I would like another Elder Scrolls. The online stuff I had no idea. Not really.
It's popular. But I feel like we've had Fallout, or 2 games or Fallout since the last Elder Scrolls. So... Or is it 3? I don't know.
But they've re-released Skyrim like 11 times. Doesn't that count?
No. Not until I can play it on my toaster.
That's kind of the thing, though, with video games, is that they've reached a point where they can re-release the same video game like over 12 years, and people still view it as, oh, this is new. And because I feel like graphics have kind of reached a point where if you stylize it at all, then the longevity is nearly infinite.
Oh, I think I overdid it.
Because I don't think people look for super realism in video too much. I mean, some places it works, like Call of Duty, but...
Actually, I wasn't paying attention to the audio, and I messed up what I actually wanted to do here. Yeah, that's better.
But like a game like TF2, even though graphically it's old as heck, that game has infinite life.
Because you put hats in anything and it's fine for a while.
Yeah, but I mean, nobody's ever going to complain about the visuals.
Because that's style.
Yeah, because it's all stylized. I'm trying to think of the very first game that did that really well. It was, if I had to guess, what was that one with the fire dog? Is it Okami? You know the one I'm talking about? Not that dog.
It's a good dog.
He is a good dog.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
It was a fire wolf or something. Fire fox.
That video game was stylized where it's essentially immortal at this point. There's no way you could improve it visually with the style other than increased resolution, which I think they've done several times over. Video game trends are very different than where they were when I was a teenager, that is for sure.
I think I still overdid the bounce at this earlier part. Yeah, I overdid it here. The glasses came for one piece. I am using my Cider Fest glass from 2017. This is still one of my favorites. So
I use a regular glass because if I was to use a Cider Fest glass, he'd probably think it was one of his glasses.
You only own like 2.
No, I own like 4.
Just don't put your lips on any of my stuff.
Yeah. See this glass? I like this glass. You know why I like this glass? Because he doesn't care about this glass.
No, I don't care about that one at all.
If I break this glass, he will not murder me.
That glass is... I don't like the ones that like curve up at the top. They weird me out.
But it holds lots of liquid. I like that.
Oh, that's actually a good bit better.
If I broke one of his cider fish glasses, he would start building a crucifix.
I like the ones that are they're kind of shaped like what do you call them? The solo cups. They're kind of shaped like those ones. I have like 3 of those. Because I really like them. But then I ended up using this one the more anyway. So I'm glad I made that there because glass is always an interesting thing. You can tell. I've had plenty of stuff when I worked in trucking that we had a message on there like says like fragile, be careful, and no, they don't care. They don't care at all.
Is that glass or is it crystal? Because there is a difference.
Well, I don't know.
It's not like original crystal because that was lead. They don't make those anymore.
I put a drink from it. I'm good.
Well, that's good.
Nolan, was it you that brought some of the ginger beer? I can't remember who's had some of that at the hotel.
I thought that was John.
John, I think that looked like glasses John that brought. Because I ended up bringing some of those home, and that's what I have in there right now. Made like a dark and stormy. So, and it's pretty good. Okay, some of his lip syncing I need to fix a little bit. So we need to put his jaw up a little bit. That it looks like it's actually closed. We're going to turn his jaw a little bit here. Nope, wrong direction. And probably do it like a little back further. It's surprising what a little bit of like jaw twisting can do.
Definitely gives any added motion tends to make things feel more alive, even if it's super exaggerated.
Non-symmetry does, and
always like you ever watch that like children's Mickey Mouse show? It's like the Mickey Mouse house. Have you ever seen like GIFs from it? Like the characters in that are always like flailing their arms or bouncing up and down to create as much motion as possible. And it all looks awful, but I guess kids like it.
Well, yeah, for kids it's a little different. So some of this is just like here. I need a little bit more lip. This needs to go down a little bit more. A. It doesn't really look like A.
A.
That does. This doesn't look like A. A. Can you pull it back a little bit?
That would be really cool.
Your face.
If he was holding a corn dog. Because if you're on a beach, having a corn dog would be pretty nice.
I'm trying to think of like how to fix some of this here.
I just thought
so this
making your corn dog face.
Okay, I think that I need... So some of this is just getting the timing back to where I need it to be. There. This feels like his jaw should almost be disconnected.
Well, it is like a lizard thing, and like a lot of lizards can unhinge their jaws. And snakes too.
No.
I would think a dragon could. Like they just swallow their brain.
No, I'm pretty sure can. Okay, and then here I'm just going to open it a bit more and then pull it back up, just offset a little bit. And then here it's the twist again.
Now I'm thinking of a snake that could actually chew its food. It's like a snake with molars.
But why would a snake have molars?
That could chew, so it wouldn't have to swallow its prey whole.
But the molars are for vegetables.
Chew meat with my back teeth.
Yeah, but if you didn't, but if it, usually meat's really tough.
No.
The molars in the back are so that you can mulch things consistently. Meat, you don't normally need to do that. Because some foods require pre-chewing and something up here before going down. Otherwise, it can't be dissolved correctly.
Well, like, the canine teeth are for just tearing the meat off. But then your molars, like, chew it up. At least that's how I eat. I don't know. I've only been eating for, like, 3 weeks. So.
We cloned him. He died.
Yeah, it happens. I'm very ill.
I've actually been watching Altered Carbon on Netflix, and that's goes into a little bit with that.
Cloning?
No, because the whole point of that show is that people can, when they're not long after they're born, their consciousness is transferred to like a disc that they can go in their back. So the body is no longer a body; it's a sleeve, and that anybody can basically go to any point, be anybody, but it's very expensive, and it ends up being that there's a very rich populace of people that basically run everything, because when nobody dies, the rich can take control.
Yeah, because the rich can just keep getting richer and richer and richer and richer because they have eternity to just keep investing.
And so a lot of them will transfer their consciousness or back it up on a cloud, so that if they do die, they still exist and they can be brought back down. But that comes into like breaking of consciousness, and is that really you?
I would say no.
No, I don't think it is either. But that's where that's only if you think about it from our perspective. But in that perspective, everybody is like that. And there is double sleeving, where you are creating a copy of your consciousness, and that is very illegal.
Yeah. It kind of sounds like an episode of Star Trek from years back, where they started arguing whether or not, or they brought up the idea at the very least, that every time somebody teleported, they essentially died and were brought, basically a copy was made of them. And I think they hit it hardest when there was like Riker from Next Gen. Basically, there was a teleporter malfunction.
Yeah, I know. We've brought it before.
Yeah,
they made a copy.
Both of them thought they were the real one.
But here, it's very illegal, but that's how the world is run. It's been like that way for hundreds of years.
Yeah. Kind of sounds like Ghost in the Shell, a little bit. Which is a great anime.
Oh, that looks way better.
They made it a live-action movie once. That wasn't as good.
No, I'm really enjoying the show so far. The best part of the whole show is an AI that runs a hotel, and he is the hotel, but he's fantastic. I love his character.
Is that the show you were watching yesterday? I saw it. It looked interesting. But
it's interesting because it feels like Doctor Who.
I need to catch up on that.
Because, Doctor Who is like you can be different people. That's essentially what a lot of that is they can have the same actor or the same person, the same character played by multiple actors.
Yeah.
And there's been one character that's been shown in like 7 or 8 different bodies, and trying to maintain that.
That's got to get confusing.
In the show, not really. They actually keep the character number low enough that it's not that confusing.
All right.
It's Altered Carbon. It's got 2 seasons on Netflix right now, and actually in the second season, the guy that plays Falcon in the MCU, that's him. He plays in the second season as one of the main characters, and it's funny because he's trying to find somebody called the Falconer, and so it's like Falcon's trying to find Falconer. I thought that was funny.
Let's have a budget to get.
Well, I think the first season was very successful. I don't know. The trailers do not give that series justice. I did not think the trailers showed much, and that's why I kind of passed on it for a while, but now I am very much enjoying it. It is very bloody, though. Like, because there's an immense amount of death because
they get boo-boos.
Well, there's sleeve death and then there's RD or real death, and it's illegal to kill a sleeve because it's expensive, and some people don't recover from it because it's traumatic. You are dying, so. Okay, so this part right here would probably be coming from the back of the jaw, so this has got to be further back.
I can't help but feel like someday humans will find a way to live forever, and it will be to our detriment.
Well, I always think of me from Doctor Who, where that is somebody that cannot remember everything, and they've survived for thousands or millions of years, and they have to keep writing things down because while they are living forever, their mind can't handle it. And so she forgets things constantly. So she can remember who she is within a short period of time, but if she can't remember thousands of years ago, because the brain is not built to remember it back that far. So she writes libraries of books, and she goes, I'll just go back and read them, and I have no idea who it's talking about, even though that was me that wrote it. So that was what would be the problem. Our mind is not built to handle it.
Yeah, I can barely remember things that happened last week. Though I do have a few scattered memories of my early childhood, but they're broken at best. Like remembering a time at a soccer game in middle school, or riding the bus to school in elementary, stuff like that.
They say you cannot avoid death and taxes. The rich have already have tax havens and are working on the death problem. Well, they can't avoid taxes, but they are definitely nowhere near where the rest of the populace. But when the people that are writing the laws are the people that take advantage of or have the biggest advantage from the laws, then yes, you're going to get stuff like that.
Politics. Always fun. No, it's more fun.
Okay, that looks much better. I need a little bit of teeth here. Because he's not...
Why's he wearing glasses if you don't have ears?
Talk to the ponies.
What do you mean? They have ears.
I know, but they don't really put anything over them.
They've had the glasses where they have them like loop over the ear. Seen them.
That's okay. You can be wrong.
I haven't seen them often. They're kind of lazy about it. Remember, Dash has like the sunglasses. Ponies are cute. They can do anything they want. I know. I'm pretty sure they're not right. No, I want those. Yes, I know. They're wrong, Rainbow Dash. Those aren't made for a pony at all.
I don't know how they stay on, but you know what?
They're pretty adorable.
You wanted this.
I did, and I don't regret it. It's adorbs.
Thank you for the follow, Pony SFM.
Oh, look at her. She's so cool.
She is very cool.
I feel like that's one thing G5 is doing better so far, is that they're actually designing things in the world for horses, not human things that they just tack onto the horses. Which is an improvement.
Yeah, well, the phone thing is... I have a lot of... I think I've mentioned before, my biggest problem with that whole show is supply chain. And that is very much a problem. But it's a kid show, whatever.
I mean, if they had absolutely limitless resources in every corner of the world, I don't know how their world
works. Magnets.
Weren't they using gold for money? Like, it's just maybe they just have a lot of everything everywhere. Maybe as plentiful as iron is in our world, they just have like everything everywhere. I don't know.
If Pinkie Pie wants to jump onto me and initiate a hug, she can. Tactile hug, that's dangerous.
Don't you know that horses explode?
Yeah.
It's true.
It's like, reminds me, what is that one short from Love, Death, and Robots, where like the cat jumped on the one guy's lip and he's like, you have to keep petting it or explode. And it's like, it's making some kind of strange noise. Like, oh, you've activated it.
No.
What if humans keep these things around?
They're terrifying. Cats are terrible,
Okay, so I think this jaw I can churn. Or that's not the jaw. Churn a little bit. To me, when it comes to Rathalos stuff, the most important thing to get right is the mouth. Because the mouth is the most visible thing. It moves so much. It's a physical moving part compared to Pony, where it's more just in the mouth area. And well, with Pony models, it's still important. If I get the jaw wrong on him, it is immensely noticeable. So I always want to put in as much detail as I could. And I mean, I could add more flexes to make it more detailed, but then it kind of gets rid of the point of him being easier to work on.
To be fair, the only thing he was ever supposed to do is like growl and roar and stuff, and you got him like doing stand-up comedy. It's a heck of a leap.
I had him singing Lady Gaga at one point.
You did, and then you couldn't post it really much.
I couldn't post it on YouTube.
Yeah,
it's on Twitter.
Yeah, like buried in the recesses somewhere.
Just going through them, like it's like basically going for a feeling, and I'm just like, this something feels off here. What can I do to make it work? And
it's an interesting theory, Sunset.
I think G5 is actually one of the branch timelines Starlight created.
I like to think it's the main story.
They've shown there's not much they've shown that would deviate from that. I was trying to think if there was other characters that would brought up that came after her, but not really.
I've seen a lot of theories estimate things, so, but who knows? Like, I think prevalent theories have them at like 1,200 years in the future. So, like, a lot of time has been. Another 1,000 moons.
Okay, the other thing is I need to do his brow, so his brow up.
I'm just curious to see who the first major villain's gonna be, because I don't feel like Sprout counts.
Sprout wasn't a villain.
He was a pest.
He was a child. And he started an angry mob.
Right? A angry mob. Like, the whole town was kind of to blame. He was definitely advocating it, but they were all being really dumb.
Well, the town was very gullible, but I think that's just ponies in general. I mean, the whole princesses probably never actually raised the sun and the moon.
They just kept BSing it. Oh yeah, totally us.
They're just like, I bet you in 15 minutes the sun will rise. And then it started coming up and they're like, oh, she did it once, it must be true. We've been doing it for generations. Bow to us and give us your taxes.
Horse taxes. Hello, Pony Source Filmmaker 09.
Yes, hello, Pony SFM. How are you doing? It appears that you do very similar to me. Not at this moment, though. It's very much a dragon, but
He drinks alcohol?
maybe.
Possible.
Don't drink too much booze. Though it is delicious.
Pretty good. Not as good as doing your homework. Right?
Huh?
Is doing a public service announcement.
Sure. Actually, I'm gonna do more like this. Oops.
Apparently the next pony thing we're gonna get is gonna be in May, I think. doing a special.
Something about that. It's probably just going to be a teaser. Keep people interested.
I'm kind of hoping it'll be something similar to like what Rainbow Road Trip was, but for G5.
The sense of gravity makes Celestia obsolete.
That's why she's got to eat more cake so that she can become the focal point again. World will revolve around her butt.
Why? Okay, you know what? Just... And see, he's got ears. Look at...
Our ears, those are holes.
Isn't that what an ear is?
Ear needs more to it.
Okay, so if this isn't an ear and it's a hole, right? Then what is it a hole for?
It's for hearing.
But that's your ear.
Not a very good ear. He has lackluster ear, at best.
You tell that to his face.
Yeah, I will.
I think Dr. Rove was saying the thing in May is going to be 40 minutes. How do they know that, though?
I thought
it probably gives an name.
The only thing that gave anything away, as far as I was aware, was like the Hasbro Italy's like release schedule got leaked, and it had the premiere date for the series and the special.
I don't trust that leaks are leaks anymore.
They're like right more often than not, but it definitely isn't 100%.
No, I don't trust that they're even leaks. I feel that a lot of it is just them, because if you say here's a thing, you're going to get less people following and sharing than if you say you're not supposed to have it.
There's some truth to that.
There have been, like, if you think about how many leaks they've had for phone stuff in the more recent, is if they push leaks out and they make leaks super common, it means that if they do have a leak, then it can get buried. But if otherwise, they can then push on it and actually have it be better than a normal advertisement. And it's cheaper because all you have to do is post one little thing in the wrong place and then everybody else does the advertising for you.
Well, the leaks are real. It's pretty depressing. You know why? Because it means 5 months before we get more horse.
Yeah. You know what you can have in the meantime?
We could rewatch...
Rathalos.
Well, no. What? He's so pointy, though. It looks like if I tried booping him, I would lose an arm. And it would hurt my finger to boop.
But he's like an old man, just like you.
Rathaloses are like... They're babies. They live for like a year, and then a hunter comes and stabs them to death. Then a new one is like born from the earth or something.
I was waiting for, like, you say they're like flies.
No, they get swatted just as often.
They go and fly around to poop.
They do. Probably just eats poop. Started this.
There's definitely the face of a poop eater. You know what also is a face of a poop eater?
What? No.
It's Big Soup.
Big soup time. I need to make soup again. I'm gonna make hot dishes again. I bought all this stuff.
Nifty.
Didn't I?
Yep, for tater tot casserole.
Oh, like a hot dish.
No, you can't just like say yes, I'll use the term, but only when I completely redo what it is.
I'm fixing it. You'll see. I'm making it better. Silver, it's just casserole. It's just what Minnesotans are weird.
The hell is a hot dish?
It's casserole. It's casserole.
It's
casserole.
It's good food. I see a kite. Got one sec. No, it's a hot dish is a food. The Minnesota food.
They renamed casserole. Why not just call it casserole? That is a very good question, Silver.
You live in the one state that shouldn't talk crap about weird things. We do things our way, don't you know?
They do them the same way. They just call them different things.
True.
Like they put cheese inside of a hamburger and thought they had an epiphany.
It's neat. It keeps it super gooey.
It is very gooey.
You had the first zombie. And apparently they took over the state. Oh yeah, that's what I want to do. I just want to add a little bit of randomness to this kite, and then we'll be good on that. Some dude high on bath salts ate another man's face off.
I remember that.
Oh, that's
I remember when that happened.
Well, I'm glad that you embrace your heritage.
that's the heritage. It started with a single man eating another man's face. It became.
We've been a proud zombie people for years.
Hey, Warhorse, thank you for the derp. A single.
Thank you, Warhorse.
Single derp.
Why are you cow?
He is cow. Giz will be happy to hear it.
Why are you cow?
It's that song John posted. But we didn't watch that song John posted for us. You've lost us. Your first sentence in and you've lost us.
You use something in context to a small server on a chat with a bunch of people. Why?
Did you watch this video?
I have no idea what he's talking about.
I was hoping one of us did. There's no redeeming it now, Warhorse. God. Animal. I don't animal chat like once a week.
I check out the pictures, but if it's something that's much longer than like 6 or 7 seconds, I tend to just kind of skip over it. Yeah, it's still a little heavy.
Oh yeah, there's that.
You didn't even say the right chat. How do you expect me to believe you? You're making things up. Incoming lol. Oh, I said it too quick.
Well, it's good to see you anyway, Warhorse. As always.
Anyways.
Yes.
Okay, so it did kind of work, but smoothing doesn't always do the job, so I'm just going to do this, and then I'll get on kite.
So, Warhorse, what'd you cook for your and Kyle's supper tonight?
Meatballs.
Meatballs.
Meatballs. Broccoli casserole.
Broccoli casserole's pretty good. I haven't had broccoli casserole in a long while.
The one requirement for a hot dish is usually where it's very starch based, like it's either with
all casserole,
a pasta or noodle or potato, and it also usually involves some kind of soups. So putting some kind of like a cream of something in it, it's also part of it. Did you get any soups for your thing?
Yeah.
What kind?
I'm making it good. You'll find out.
If it doesn't have soup in it, it doesn't count.
It does.
No.
It'll be good. It's a surprise. It's a casserole.
Starchy meat and a canned or frozen vegetable mixed with canned soup that must be served hot or warm. Is there soup?
Yes.
What soup?
You'll find out.
No, I'm not eating this. You're trying to poison me.
It's gonna be good.
You don't even know. You grabbed a bunch of stuff.
No, I know exactly what I'm doing.
Okay, have you made it before?
No.
Then how do you know it's gonna be good?
Because I know. Because I'm making it.
Well, this is the best. Look at this.
It's a casserole.
Oh, look at this.
It's a tater tot casserole. Look up
it's
tater
right there.
tot casserole.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Look at that. Except for when I make mine, actually, I put the tater tots underneath the soups.
Well, that is underneath the soup, isn't it?
No, the tater tots are under the soup.
Yeah.
I put the tater tots on first and then the soup on top. It makes it so that you don't get crispy tater tots, but you get because I put French's onions on the top, and the soup with that, it gets a really good boily cook to it, and I kind of prefer it that way. But if you do it the other way around, you just get crispy tater tots, and then the soup just kind of sinks into everything else. But I like it layered.
Holy heck! The name.
It's you.
No, I'm like, is that my mom? Like, did she post that? T.H. Moore. My mother's name is Tina Hedrick Moore. Like,
maybe. It is on the official picture for Hot Dish. So if that were the case, then Hot Dish is in your blood.
Well, she could have made a tater tot casserole and they just stole it.
But the picture itself,
it's probably not her. It might just be a crazy coincidence.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably a lot of T.H. Moores.
Original text, self-made.
Oh.
Did your mother make that?
No.
We should. Can you ask her? Be like, hey mom, back 15 years ago, did you submit a picture of Hot Dish?
Take a picture of Hot Dish. I mean, it's possible that somebody. No, probably not. Probably not. I think. Get him.
I like it. Actually highlights now if it's first time chat. I love it. Says first time chat from viewer. Message deleted by moderator. Very aggressive.
Reese's is the best. You gotta have.
Reese's is good.
Reese's is good. It used to be my favorite candy. It's still good. I don't know if it's my favorite anymore. If
I had to just pick a pure sugar candy, like when you think of traditional candy bars in America, Reese's is probably my favorite. But there are others that I kind of prefer because it may not be my favorite candy bar, but it's something I'm okay with eating more. Something with like heavy nuts or something like that. I like Kind bars. They're pretty good because they're just shoved with like brains and stuff.
I like Almond Joys, but I like dark chocolate more, so the Mounds I like a bit more because of it. I wish there was a Mounds with an almond in it. That would be nice. Why did the world have to be cursed to have Almond Joys, which are milk chocolate with the almond, and Mounds that are dark chocolate without the almond? Why can't I have the almond in the Mounds? I think this is a discussion worth having. Until I have what I want.
I need to see if I can.
Goodbye, Warhorse. Graced us with your presence and you whooshed away.
Behind a wall. Oh, what's that all from? That I need, like, a dog panting. Oh.
Yeah, it can be a voice actor.
I kind of can, because technically these are dog pants. We just gotta open up a bunch.
I'm thinking of a dog wearing pants now. Please look up a dog wearing pants.
Oh, what? Why is there a dog wearing pants?
Because you said dog pants. Now I want to see a dog wearing pants. I'm gonna get another drink.
I'm gonna grab me one too.
Yeah.
Or,
Do you want that rum again? Gotta finish it.
I did.
Didn't. Now it's gone.
We grab it with the Coke stuff. I saw a cherry in the door.
Cherry? You don't want me just to add cherry?
No.
Really good.
He didn't grab. He wanted to grab me some of my sodas, but he didn't grab the cherry cola. So he grabbed the regular cola, and then he picked up like Mio to put in it. It's Mio. He picked up Mio to add cherry flavoring to a mixed drink, and I'm like, I have grenadine. He goes, that's not the same thing, and I'm like, what? So Michael was being very exceedingly Michael today. I can't hear it. I think it's too short of a video or an audio file. Well, where's she pant? So she starts going down right here. Right here. 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 Okay. So I can't make the audio go any quicker than that. Okay. Oh, that would be why. It kind of works. Feels clippy right now, but I'm thinking it'll be fine in post. Oh, it doesn't actually pop up in there. And there, that's fine. Okay. Let's leave that. And then I think I can call this one done. And the goal now is I was originally going to do compilations on YouTube for him. I think I'm not anymore. I think I'm going to start putting them out individually. Like I talked about before, originally I was doing it as compilations because I wanted to, because the compilations have a higher revenue per video. But if I put them out individually, I'm getting less revenue, but I'm increasing interaction with audience. And I think that's the bigger balance I'm on right now. So. Oh yeah, but I got to do that funny stuff. Sorry, I got distracted. What's the stupid face? And also Michael needs to do a voice impression when he gets back. No, I need to. One 5 0. Okay. Who's for a stupid face? We have a stupid face right here, but not the same. Almond Joy is just mounds with the almond, maybe. But it's mounds of joy. Wasn't that? I guess it's kind of in the name, but
Faster with.
That looks so artificially red. Isn't you put Dr. Pepper in there, right?
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper's already cherry.
They have cherry Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
That's what I made.
You got to get cherry Dr. Pepper with grenadine, cherry Mio, and cherries in top in it.
It's all the cherry.
It's all just drink straight cherry. Now you have a voice impression too.
Grumpy old man voice. I already have one. I ordered.
It's not an old man voice. Oh yeah, I guess.
I'll do the old man voice. What's it?
Do you know how to say that? There you go. Does that help? What are you
Just
doing?
trying to figure
You're
out
breathing
that-
in my neck.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what that last word is.
Daiquiri?
Daiquiri. Wonderful. All right.
It's that you're just like.
It's like. I'm getting all my grumpy on. I'm getting worked up. I gotta get ready for the part.
You're like doing the scales in Old Man, like.
And then it's just like, I ordered my Metamucil Mai Tai. You brought me prune juice, daiquiri. I'm a grumpy old man. Taxes. Grumpy.
No idea what that.
Okay, let's look. Grumpy old man. Was that satisfying, Sunset? Did I provide you proper grumpiness? Hey, it's Celestia. She's cool. Not as cute as her sister, but she's so cute.
Alright, brought the wrong one on. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. I loaded a second library. Hello!
Face.
It's...
Oh, the cherry shot up my nose.
I need to. I need to try one thing here
I'll open up the sinuses.
before I forget it.
Nothing opens up the sinuses like cherry syrup through the nasal passage. Trying to fix her face. There you go. Sunset, I need your honest opinion of my grumpy old man.
Oh, her eye's a little bit off now. That makes it worse.
She's got tiny face. Tiny face. I don't think I've ever had a daiquiri.
Never had a daiquiri?
No. It sounds fancy. Where are you taking her face? Heard the word before, but I've never seen it spelled out.
I'm gonna keep it like that. It's so chunk. Oh, Warhorse asking a question he knows the answer to so that he can show off his knowledge when everybody tries to guess it.
I wrote it.
Believer? Believer from what? Like,
no, it's mine.
It's a word, but you need context. What is the word? Where does that come from?
Like, I'm a believer. Yep, just wrote it. My song. A believer for beavers. Beaver believer.
That rum is really good. And you put a lot in there, didn't you?
I put what I normally put in for your drinks.
Really? Because it seems darker.
I mean, I always try to get you drunk. This is the overall goal of my day. It's funny.
Sent to the killing room. Okay, I need to get a Celestia now. Is this
to settle a conversation?
But I have no idea.
So you're getting us involved in your argument with Kyle.
But you say, where's the song Believer known from? What song Believer? Who sang it?
I did, just now.
Yeah, I mean, other than Michael.
Yeah.
Because, like, as of right now, there's so little context, I don't even know what song you're talking about. I'll go Forgan. Wanted to mess with one of the main five sentences.
The main five? That hurts hearing it.
Main five? Yes, because they already was the main five.
There was
the five
main
before.
Six.
No, you had Twilight, you had Pinky, you had Fluttershy, you had Rarity, and you had Twilight.
Yeah, that's all you need. The rest were just background ponies.
Yeah, because you had the Apple Horse, whatever, and then you had the Rainbow Horse that was above everybody.
Wow.
It was the God Horse that ran the government from behind the scenes. It wasn't actually friends. It was more of she was.
When she wasn't sleeping.
She was just using everybody.
No. That's wrong.
Are you talking about like the Beatles one?
I
have no idea what you're talking about, Warhorse. So if you want an answer to the question, we can make stuff up, I guess.
I would never make it up. Anything, ever.
This is a weird map. I can't use that special thing.
Peak, sir, madam.
So so let's answer his question then. So where is the song Believer known from? Well, it originally came from Russia during, I believe it was the 1960s. Back then, it was a really rough time for this woman known as Geisha. She was she was well known in the area, but she definitely had some problems. She ended up running away from her country and moving to Kazakhstan because there was nowhere else nearby that would take her. So when she moved there, she tripped and fell and hit her head on a rock, and she dreamed up this song called "Believer." And then she wrote it down on a napkin, and then it was stolen by the Beatles, who then sold it to Michael Jackson.
I just figured it came from the same place all good songs come from, the movie Shrek.
Hey.
Oh no, I was trying to make a joke, but he's saying it is from Shrek. I was trying to get you to know if it was from Shrek or the monkeys. No worries, no.
It is from Shrek.
I was making a joke. How dare. Go throw yourself in a tub and face down. No.
Go throw yourself in a tub face down.
Yes.
That escalated quickly.
I'm angry. This is my angry mode.
Well, don't get on his angry mode.
Heck, I don't even remember a song that could be remotely called Believer in Shrek. And again, I don't remember much from the movie Shrek. The fever dream is best. Oh, the sisters have combined their powers, but not necessarily their faces.
These are the goofy ones. I'm just gonna go with it the other way.
Wars. Nothing comes from the movie Shrek except like fever dreams,
pain and suffering,
and memes,
and onions.
I think that's one of the reasons Shrek was so popular. It came around I think it was just one of the first movies to just capitalize on meme culture.
Well, no, it had some funny jokes in there. Sometimes I feel like things we learn to hate something not because it was bad, but because it became something else, and now we are like looking back on it, going like because it became a meme, we looking back going, that was a bad movie, it's a movie, but because everybody else says it.
I never thought it was a bad movie. I just thought like it was very much the first movie to capitalize on like nonsense. It was just.
It wasn't nonsense.
It had Smash Mouth doing fairy tale music for a fairy tale movie. How's that not nonsense? Look at that. That's beautiful.
Have you seen many Disney films lately? Like there's definitely lately, some nonsense that go in there.
That was like the year 2000 Shrek came out. That came out in 2000. I was 15. Yeah, I was 15 when that movie came out.
You weren't 15. You had to be at least 35.
Yes. The one thing I remember about Shrek, like, I think it was the first movie I ever stole off the internet. It was like year 2000 and DSL had DSL had just come out. It was like a new thing. Finally got off the dial-up train.
Okay, so we have a new princess. You know what we're gonna do?
Wait, why do you take her wings? Well, to be fair, in the year 2000, stealing anything was like pulling teeth, and you got like a low quality version of it. We're talking like DSL 2 megabytes.
There we have
megabits.
This is so early on. Celestia and Luna were the same pawn.
Oh no.
And they had no powers. They were dirty earth ponies. I hate this map because I cannot shift click. I don't know why, but if you shift click anywhere on the ground, it just throws them away. Yes. So, all right. So back then, she needs to learn about being a dirty earth pony, and who better to learn that from than Applejack?
Yes,
So-
Applejack's pretty good at being a dirt horse.
Okay, so firstly, the dirt horse is summoned. She goes, or the Lunestia. She's like, I am confused on how to use my body. You see, yes, like, do not take the additional context from that. And then, but summon the dirt horse. I must learn how to dirt horse. And then, oh holy dirt horse!
Somebody once told me that.
It's summoned from the dirt, and she's like, howdy, 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 howdy. And then she goes to leave, but Luna, she's like, no, come back, dirt horse. I have not paid you money yet. And upon hearing that, Applejack is intrigued. So she answers back, howdy, howdy, howdy. But
Is one known.
other horse is not amused. You are very dirty, horse. How do I become like you? And then Applejack, howdy, howdy. And then shows to the ways of Dirt Horse.
He has to cool down from the
Howdy,
days.
howdy. Howdy, howdy. Apples. Howdy.
She dirted it real good.
This went on for many moon.
She watched.
I'm gonna go for many moon. This is what's good though. And then
This is the rest of our lives now. Watching this moment.
and then she's back. And she looks the opponent in the eye, very serious. You gotta be very, very serious.
That looked more like something else. Like she's like,
Oh,
hey, you're cool.
You're gonna be a little bit more angry. Up. She's super serious. Super
Oh,
serious
no.
to a horse. And then
She glitched there for a second.
then she says, howdy. And Luna looks down and says, howdy, howdy. And then the student becomes the master. So then they both boop, 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 boop. Yes, then they both do the
Jordan.
it's actually I need to do like this. Yep, and then they're like howdy, howdy, howdy. Ooh, this is getting they're doing the Earth Pony dance. This is animation at its finest. Also, I think Celestia is twerking.
See, you say you can't animate a Halloween thing in a day, but then you do this. And I'm like,
Yes, this is not animating. This is grabbing a slider and spinning it.
that's what animation is. You seen any like the old animation from like the 1930s and stuff? They didn't even go that far. They just like moved the mouths and had a still picture otherwise.
It is animation. Yeah, if I were to put that on YouTube. Actually, so within like 5 to 10 minutes of putting out the video, I checked. I actually went down a few subs. Because anytime there's a gap in video content, I always go down in subs. Like people remember, like, oh yeah, I'm subbed to that guy. Well, not anymore.
I don't think I've ever unsubbed to anyone.
I do every now and then, but normally I will look at a channel and I will see, have they drastically changed the content to where I don't care about it anyway? Like, is it not something I normally click? Is it somebody that I do not watch anything that they actually put out? Or was the last video they made 4 years ago? Usually within a year. And depending on the type of content, I'll say it's okay. But there's just some people that are like, they were doing animation, but now they're doing like weird videos about cats or something. And it's like, it's nothing I actually care about. So
I actually take it that back. I can remember 2 people I did unsubscribe to. But it wasn't, huh? No.
You unsubscribed to?
Yeah.
How do you unsubscribe to?
I unsubscribed to them.
Unsubscribed. The way
I unsubscribed from them?
Yeah.
Okay.
You removed your subscription from them.
I did. But anyways, it wasn't because they didn't release content. It's because they started releasing content that was basically bashing on the community that they were releasing content beforehand. And I was just like, no. I kind of hate when that happens. I don't think it happens as much anymore. People just like do other things rather than... I don't like it when you can like move on, sure, but like if all you want to do is bash the people who stayed behind, then I'm not gonna give you my patronage. But yeah. Otherwise,
Forward steed.
Like I'm still subscribed to like Poninator. Okay. Even though their channel's been dead for like 6 years now. Oh, girlfriend. Mr. Pun.
And then they go off an adventure.
In the 1930s, they just moved the mouse around. Yes, Sunset. Exactly. It was called Disney.
Yeah. Well, to me, it's like if I look back at, I'm not gonna put it up now. We'll do that when you hit the video thing. But if I look back at the content that I originally made when I started, it got some of it got stupid amounts of views. But if the same type of content were to come out now, or if I were to release some, I would get bashed for it because the line of expectation has went up, and so. You can say that long ago that things were simpler, but it does not mean that that same quality will hold today because the line has been raised. So if I want to try to, the idea is you always
guy pulled it off.
But a lot of that is if he made the same type of things over and over again, you're it's not the bar of quality, it's the type of things you're doing. If I were to go super cheap on 3D animation, the same thing I've been doing, but then just go half as much effort, it would be noticeable. So I've always been trying to see as the community's bar gets raised, I always try to stay above that bar, and I feel like I'm well enough past it that I can drop down here and there and be fine. But I can't go too low, or I'm gonna get like there was actually a couple comments in that last video that were saying, about it's nice to see some quicker, low quality videos. Because I did kind of rush the animation on some of it, and some of it was simple or just not really super detailed. And I actually was called out on not being as high a quality on some stuff. So,
Taco Bucket.
Look, that one doesn't count. So to me, it's like in the uncanny valley. There's that valley you want to sit in, and you can either go past it, which I feel like the new one kind of did. It went into the more detailed range, but you can also then go the complete other direction. But if you go towards quality, but then not quite get far enough, it gets weird. It feels like it should be good, but then it isn't, and so yeah, that's why I try to put in little bits of detail when I can.
I think the previous animation you did, the rocket science, that one. Was
rocket
really
surgery.
Yeah, rocket surgery. I remember the stuff you make.
Yeah, I am actually. I don't think I was ever subscribed to Rooster Teeth or Let's Play. I watched their content on before YouTube. I think it was before YouTube. I went to the actual Rooster Teeth website and watched a lot of it there. I don't think I ever watched their stuff on YouTube. we're talking like season 3 or 4 of Red versus Blue type time. Or I've watched most of the content. Well, I've watched some of their videos on YouTube in the more recent, but I've never subscribed to them or whatever. And most of their content now doesn't interest me. So they still do good stuff. I think that was like Camp. Actually looks like a very adult cartoon that looked pretty funny, but
so many shows I want to watch.
The things I always found interesting with that group was the people, and those people aren't there anymore, or they're not in a creative position anymore.
Yeah. I kind of get that, because once you reach a certain point, you don't want to have, when you don't have to work anymore, a lot of times you don't want
No, they
to
did work.
Anymore.
They were in the leadership positions.
Yeah.
So the other people were writing and developing and building stuff. But to me, I can see that being entertaining, being in that kind of position, but without actually still having some kind of a hand in the day-to-day activities, which would become micromanaging. I feel like it's like you really love something, so you go into it, but you get big enough into it that you stop doing that part and become something else. I don't know. That would be you're no longer being creative. Maybe it does work because from their perspective, they're helping build it and push it along. I don't know. I never understood that.
So you would never want to be in like a art director role?
Not without at least having the ability to actually interact and do direct stuff with. As long as like you can still have playing around with the writing and the cinema, like the camera placement, a lot of that stuff. But usually then it becomes where other people would be doing such, and then you're just the one going into around telling other people how to do their job from a higher seat.
Well,
nobody likes those people.
Nobody likes those people, but they're kind of important, especially in art direction, because you need to maintain consistency throughout.
No, they're immensely important. I just don't think that's for me. I'm not a management type role person to a degree. I wouldn't want to be at like a general company, a manager over people that are just doing normal work. The art type stuff and like the YouTube type thing, that I don't mind as much because that's still fun to me. But like at my job right now, if they were to like offer me a management position or something, I'd be like, no,
I want one.
I don't,
because I have a lot of things in my job that require my attention and I feel are worth my time, and then I have little things like this needs done and this needs done, which anybody with a working pair of eyes and at least one hand could do.
There's a lot of things that a working pair of hands and one eye.
Yes, but it's stuff that's tedious and I don't really want to do it, but it has to be done, and I do kind of wish I had people under me.
Well, the Ryan situation I think was kind of understandable, but he was a great personality, but I kind of understand that one. I think that's the Let's Play guy. Vic, I'm not sure who Vic is. So I'm not sure on that one. The Human Mind Copying Show again. That was Altered Carbon. Altered Carbon. ALTERED. Altered Carbon.
Did you finish that other video?
Yeah, it's all done. I haven't yet to render it. What?
Blindsided me with it.
But I've been working on it.
Yeah.
I got pretty good at multitasking to a degree. So,
now this one was almost done too.
There's no backgrounds.
You don't need them. Just put like a picture up there.
Well, I haven't figured out what to do here.
Do like a background from Charlie Brown. Just throw it up there.
If I could put them in Charlie Brown, like the little doghouse, that would be pretty cool. But then the dumpster thing part. Why would you want that?
I don't. You're the one.
No, but why would you want Charlie Brown background?
Because it would be great. Just had the kid, like them all sitting in front of the tree from the Christmas episode. You make it holiday related. We were just talking about this.
It's dumpster.
Yes.
No, I can't. So the idea is I want to make some of these random shorts, and I want to have these, like the Rathalos ones are great because I can make them like in a day, and fill some time with that so I can focus on other stuff. If I can make or have 2 of these shorts ready, I can start working on other stuff, which I needed to figure out some details on what I wanted to do next, because I have an idea for something, but it takes too much effort. It's a beyond me effort type thing, and I already talked to a couple of people, and I need to work something like that out. Ponyville background. No, yeah, I don't want to do any pony crossover in these. Well, and really, that's the nice thing with this is I have a standard map I always go to with this. So I'll just probably do that. I do not like the map.
No, you use it too much.
I like it.
Yeah, because it's the only one. It has the Monster Hunter feel, but
Yeah, and it's Monster Hunter. I'm gonna ask you what you think would be better, and I'm gonna say no to the answer.
the pod racing scene from Star Wars. This is one that playing in the background of the video.
Just green screen.
Yes, I want it, and I want it now.
Where did that come from?
It would be good. I want you to let me have nice things.
That would be kind of funny, but that would be the video itself.
Yeah.
No, I don't like this map because when I'm looking this direction, even this right now is running like 16, 17. Oh, turn off the lights. I'm running at 25 frames, but as soon as I look at this house,
Chugs.
oh, actually, when I had the lights off, it didn't.
Oh yeah, it's something with the light interaction on that.
Yeah, this is running now at 17, and then it runs at like 22. There's something with this house. It's actually running okay right now, which is surprising.
Maybe some graphics card update.
Actually, the last time I used this was pre-graphics card, so it could be that I just got enough power to just burn through it. It still does run slower compared to this.
Mm-hmm.
You can definitely tell.
Yeah.
But, well, kind of. Okay, yeah, that's a little, that's 8 something. For those on stream, I'm running at like 165 frames a second on my computer screen, but you're getting 30. So it's a very, very different experience. Okay, yeah, now I'm definitely getting it when I look around. I think I just needed to like kick something in, or when I went up close enough, it might have loaded it. So, we'll see. Lights go blur, kinda. All right, so now, do I just leave them here?
I mean, it works.
I want to see. Actually, yes, it
really does work.
does.
I don't think you have to do anything to it.
Kind of.
I mean, you're gonna add your lights, but I like your lights.
Actually, I already planned this.
It does kind of look like you planned it to be in this exact place.
I remember moving their legs to match. There's even, so this black light down here is something I placed there. This is just the wrong version of this map. I don't know why I didn't save it though. It's probably daytime. Because that's an artificial shadow I made. There. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so I already did do that. I feel like this is too short of a shot.
It's supposed to be.
It's
short.
Once, because, well, to me, it's take your mind away from what you know and only look at it what you should know at the time. When they say dumpster has arrived, what information on here indicates a dumpster is in front of them? Nothing.
That they said it's a dumpster.
They said their dumpster has arrived, but now there's nothing indicating that visually. You have a blue line that could be anything. So which means this scene right here.
You could stick a cardboard cutout of some like anime waifu in it. That would indicate it's a dumpster. It would be your guys' waifus. Specifically. No, not that. That's a good one. You don't throw that one away. You stop this. No, it's theirs, not mine. He's cute. Don't throw Derby away. My waifu is not trash. Adorbs. No.
Okay, so he's going in.
No. Just thinking. Horse. No. Why you gotta keep making it worse? Everyone, this is why I drink. Wouldn't that be Rainbow Dash? I feel like that should be Rainbow Dash.
So this is the really old model where showing the teeth wasn't called grin, it was called cheese and big cheese.
You gotta like that cheese. Oh, sad.
She's no. Okay, we'll just leave her there.
You're such a jerk.
No, but there's nothing here that indicates that this is a dumpster, which means I have to provide that context. The idea being that he mentions it's a dumpster, then we show it that it is a literal dumpster, so that's part of the joke. It's a reveal. But that means they were given almost just slightly more than 1 second to see it, connect it to what they heard, and that is it. There's not much time there to make that connection. I feel like it needs probably at least another like half second, which doesn't sound like a lot, but that's still 50% more than what is there right now. So
how do we know that Rathlos has lost his job?
His job?
Yeah.
I mean,
he's clearly homeless.
Put a homeless guy coming out of the dumpster. No, that's again. There's too much stuff going on at once. The one thing that the Rathlos ones I always like is that they're very simple. If you make something really, really, really short, if you can't, the shorter you make it, you have to focus on just like one joke or two jokes. You put too many in there, it becomes a hodgepodge of crap. Where one joke would have been funny, but now two, they're both funny, but now the first one isn't as funny. So did you really enhance it or anything? So right now, the joke for this is their little like drug trip crap that they do. Oh, that's why I was on that map, because I was doing it for this scene.
Horse, did you buy Halloween candy for yourself?
Did you already trick or treat, or did you rob a child? Why didn't you put the Derpy in this shot? Oh, because I'm not going to put Derpy in the shot because
he hates good things.
No, any of the Rathlos content, I try to keep anything MLP related out because I don't want to have cross fandom type stuff going on. So,
who likes a good crossover?
Most of these are posted on the Rathlos account, which I'm thinking I might make a couple before I post on the Rathlos account again because consistency is kind of important there, and I want to have a buffer to where I can put one video out and then like a week later put another one out and then a week later put another one out instead of having like a whole bunch done at once and then nothing on the account forever again. I need to figure out the first post back on it too because I haven't posted on it for literally a year. I'm stealing some candy before Halloween. From who? All children? I mean
pretty
from
much.
Kyle? Same thing. Who buys good candy for kids at Halloween? Hey, if you want kids to come get candy at your door, if you give them like full-size candy bars, you'll be the talk of the neighborhood. Everybody will go down to that street and they'll go to your house, and then you can be popular with the kids.
Isn't that what we all want?
These legs look like, I don't know, those looks like a weird off-red. It's probably nothing.
I get this feeling that Warhorse just found an excuse to buy a bunch of candy and then gorge himself. And because he has the metabolism of a freaking 13-year-old, he can just
he is
do
13.
it and get away with it.
But he is 13.
Yeah.
Bear does. We're old fogies.
No, I'm a hip 20-something.
He's thinking about like candy and girls, and we're thinking about like 401k and dentures.
I have an IRA, sir.
Okay, I don't think I need a full. I'll keep that. I don't need a full half second on that. I just need a little longer.
Warhorse, did you take a picture of your pumpkin? Because I am generally curious about seeing.
He's gonna post it in a chat somewhere.
I'm sure he did somewhere.
When is Equestria Daily's deadline for posting on there?
You have like a day left, Warhorse.
You haven't done it yet. Okay. No, Vic was the voice of Crow from Ruby. Oh, I didn't know that show well enough. And a bunch of allegations from years in the past, and no evidence came out against him, and he lost his job at both routine and Funimation. Yeah, I don't know about him. Ryan's, I don't think it was evidence without proof. I'm pretty sure his was pretty cut and dry on that, and it sounded like an abusive position, which definitely is grounds for being released. Which kind of sucked because Ryan was fun. I did. He had a weird type of, I wouldn't say it was a humor, but he was kind of the straight faced man in a lot of things. So
tired of cherry now.
A what?
Tired of cherry flavoring now.
That literally, all that's left in here is just like pure red.
It is very cherry. I'm cherried out.
Did you over cherry it?
It's so cherry.
Why don't you just go add more soda directly to that?
Oh, because then I wouldn't have enough alcohol.
Add more booze.
I'll finish it. Then I'll do that.
Well, no. If you add it to that as it is, then it just waters it down with cherry.
I'm gonna add more cherry. I hate cherry though.
You're just gonna bring the BO over. My parents would go all out with treats: candy, apples, popcorn, balls, sugar, cookies, cupcakes, fudge, rock candy, candy pecans. When I was a kid, though, like, my favorites were still just the packaged candy, because if you got some of those fancy things, you had to. It took time. You wanted to get as many houses as you could, and so you're just booking it down the street. But if you get a candied apple or something, you can't really put that in your bag.
I lived in a trailer park growing up as a kid, and we had a lot of like old people on super fixed incomes. But did anybody else get like the super old person who would just give you like a penny? Like they would just put pennies in your bag, and I had like lots of people who there was like they just like drop a penny, get a penny.
I think I destroyed part of the lip syncing on this one.
Was I the only one? You had that, right? The old person who just dropped a penny in your candy bag.
But for them during like Depression, that was enough to buy multiple candies.
Well, you could get we did have a convenience store where you could buy a single Swedish fish for 1 penny.
Oh.
So.
I mean, I guess there's that, but then the neighbor is probably giving you a full, like, thing of Swedish fish, so.
Yeah.
Oh.
Rolls of pennies? What kind of Rockefeller neighborhood were you growing up in?
Wow, you got the rich kids over there.
Yeah. Oh, that's like 50 cents. Whole roll of pennies.
That's like $1. No?
That would be a lot of pennies. 100 pennies per roll.
Yeah, but
kill somebody with that.
Yeah, that candy bag is now a weapon. I have to rebuild some of the caches on this because I think that his jaw is not animated. No, it is.
I think that the Halloween was the best part about living in a trailer park because it was just house. You like take 2 steps and you're at the front of somebody else's door. And sure, it was all like bite-sized candy, like the single bites of Snickers. But when you have like 150 houses to hit up, it adds up. Get a good amount of candy. You have to work for it.
Anybody here do dress ups for Halloween? When I was younger, I was lucky, and our Minnesota was doing like a heat wave thing, so the 70s would sometimes maintain into Halloween time. So I was actually able to go out and actually do standard trick or treating. Nowadays, so Halloween is talking about. Let's see what the temperature is. And this is the standard every year.
Fairly warm, I'm guessing.
So that is Sunday evening, 43.
It's pleasant.
39 at 7.
For Halloween.
So you're talking about just above freezing. But if people want to dress up, now they have to put a winter coat on or a bunch of.
You layer underneath the costume.
Yeah, no, but it depends on the costume. What if they want to go like as a nudist?
Then they're gonna have a hard time.
No, it made it so you couldn't really dress up on some of the things you would want to because some of the outfits would be either bulky or something, or just wouldn't go out, or we'd have snow. When I was younger, we had it nice where it was actually nicer weather. I went as like a ghost. That was literally the Charlie Brown sheet over your head with the holes cut in it. Mm-hmm. I can't remember all the outfits I've done. Never really. I did a cowboy. I think we did like Raggedy Ann and whatever the other guy was.
We would generally just buy like a cheap plastic mask and we'd stick that on, and that would be our costume.
We would sometimes do that, but my parents couldn't afford. Sometimes they would just go really, really cheap. Mm-hmm. Grab bag smasher? Really? On Halloween, I went out hunting grab baggers, beat them up. Good on you. I'm going to trick or treating today. Got to go to Mount Canyon. There's trick or treating now.
We should go trick or treating this year.
I'm on a private street. I don't get any kids. Well, not like it matters because I think in the 2 years I've not been here on Halloween.
Are you going to be here this year?
No. It's a private street. Nobody comes. I mean, if you want to go stand at the door.
I'm going to be scared. Like, they're going to knock on the door, and then I'll be like, should I answer it? I need to get candy. Like, just in case. Because you don't want to somebody egg the house.
Never had it happen. We're on a private street. Anybody that would egg down this street probably lives on the street. Not going to be a smart move for them. And the outside is owned by the HOA, so then that's their problem.
I might egg the house. I'm going to be here, and then I can blame it on a kid. By the way, we're going to run out of eggs soon.
Yeah, if I go and look tomorrow and you have like 150 eggs in the fridge.
We're just looking there tomorrow. It's like, where do they
you wouldn't even in the fridge. You put it outside, let them spoil.
Yeah.
Also, I stocked up on toilet paper.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I did any facial stuff for him.
Somebody TP'd the house. By the way, we're out of toilet paper. Crazy coincidence.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Nobody expects you to TP your own place. Man, I'm trying to remember the name of a show where some kid leaves the house and it's like, let's go egg this jerk's house, and they immediately walk out their front door, turn around, and they start egging their own house. Because
short-term memory loss? I mean...
It's funny. It was...
Okay, I actually going to be... Why you always brow up? Like, up on all of these. I don't even know why.
That sounds horrifying, Sunset.
It seemed funny until you've seen the high school aged grab bagger thrown to the ground and a curb stomped by a dozen 5 to 10. I'm pretty sure that if you're outside on the street and you use the term curb stomp, it's probably in a different way than you're actually meaning it. Because like an actual curb stomp is a horrific thing. And if a bunch of like kids are doing that, then you're in a fucked up place.
Yeah, that would be a very special neighborhood.
Yeah, I don't know. They just they placed his jaw right on the curb, and then they just kept beating it until his jaw broke.
Oof.
You know, there's not many things in life that make me cringe, but it's the thinking of something like that actually makes me do it. That's just a horrible thing.
Oof. Ever since watching the American History Act.
It's like, hey, I bought these eggs to make cookies. 24 hours later, yeah, I don't know. I made tons of cookies. Well, where's the cookies? I ate them all.
They were delicious.
They were.
I think I saw a post from somebody today on our server where it just said, I don't know
our server?
Well, the server that me and you were on. Not your server.
Oh, the friend server.
The friends. I'm not going to claim your server.
I thought you were doing that. I was going to be like, yo, bitch.
I mean, we are here watching my stream.
Well, you can rent it.
It costs money.
It costs money.
Yes. No, but the post said, I don't know how many cookies it takes to give you happiness, but I know it's not 27. I was just like, oh, that's sad. That's a sad story, but funny.
Because I'm just adding a little bit of like here. So,
you had your trick or treating today instead of Sunday because of religion stuff. That kind of makes sense, I guess.
I don't think
Depending
I
on the
should do this.
community.
You notice that Derpy's in there?
He's like, oh, she's so
Oh no! Save the Derpies!
Yay, I like Rathalos now.
I must consume.
No, I don't like
She's for
Rathalos
dinner.
now.
I spent so much on her.
Wow, you bought Derpy.
Yes.
I'm jealous. I liked him, then I hated him, now I'm just jealous of him.
Derpy.
You can just buy
Derpy.
Derpies. I did buy a new Derpy pillow at the convention.
Yeah, you showed it off last time.
Oh, yes. Yes, I did. It was very cute. I should go get it again.
What was
But yes.
this?
That was me running to get the thing. I'm a wee.
That'd be 5 bits an hour. Equestrian currency only. Good luck getting that. I don't know what I was spending on. The reason why I went trick-or-treating today is because a lot of people where I live are very religious, so they had it today. Ah, okay. Well, I mean, if the whole area figured that out, then that's fine. Elementary kids literally stomping on a down kid's lunch mob style. Yeah, that's a little different than curb stomping. Curb stomping is actually a very specific thing that people just tend to overuse the term on. But if you're in an actual by a curb, then I imply the other one, and you got some asshole kids.
It sounds like sandwich stomping. It was far less violent, but still, somebody's sandwich, dude. A good sandwich. I want an egg salad sandwich now.
His eyes are opening way too early. We're going to move.
So last time you ate egg salad.
I can't remember last time I ate egg salad at all.
Really? That's pretty good.
That's fine.
It's a sad life. Going through your whole life without eating an egg salad sandwich.
When's the last time you had an egg salad sandwich?
It's been a few years,
Oh, there you go.
but I've at least had it.
You're like, well, how dare you badmouth the name of egg salad sandwich?
It's like, if I found out like an old man had never eaten a hamburger, I'd be like, sir, you've missed out on a crucial part of life. They're delicious.
Michael,
Yeah.
you lived in Kentucky most of your life. You've missed out on most of everything.
No. I did all the cool stuff. Like, how many sewers have you walked through? Like, I've been through at least 2 sewer systems. It was fun. That's life.
Because there was no other entertainment in the area.
That's also true.
And because
Our parents
it was shorter the way to get home from the sewage plant.
There was a sewage plant in our trailer park. This is true. I thought it was a chocolate milk factory for years, because it was all just on the surface, right? It was just like these big pools filled with sewage that were just constantly churning up on the surface. I thought it was chocolate milk. It was all fenced off, so we couldn't go in there. Like, it's pretty crazy to just have a sewage plant in the middle of a trailer park, but that is where I live.
Okay. I think I can call these 3 done. Hell, if I can actually finish 2 today, that'd be pretty fucking beast.
No, why can't you do that every day?
Because animation is hard and you shut up.
You just did 2.
I know that's
It
why
can't be that hard.
You sound like the internet.
Well, apparently they're right.
No, most of the internet knows the
Look
animation
at
takes
that.
a while. It's just that there's always that one asshole that
Yeah, it's me. Who's
So there's the 2 comments that I knew were gonna pop up. I mean, there's always the ones that are like, oh, I love it, whatever. But the one that the 2 that I knew would pop up are welcome back. I never actually went
Welcome
anywhere, but
back.
okay, because apparently I ceased to exist if I'm not posting anything. It was welcome back and hey, why are there comments on here from 2 days before release? Those are the always comments I get.
I read some of the comments. Some of them were a little disheartening.
One of my-
Particularly one about the carousel.
One of my favorites, I post it in general here. Oh, you got hacked. You got hacked again. Oh yeah, for your other account. Was this one? They're gathering children, loving great. Canon, not canon.
What?
Because it looked like the rainbow thing was going to launch them out, and then instead it came out rainbows. And then it's like this regression. Oh, look, it's cannon.
Not cannon.
That's not a cannon. They did a whole story thing for it, but that was one of my favorite comments.
Then Warhorse is just on the server saying how nice it is outside and taking pictures.
No, it's no, and that's fine because things take a while, and it's if people are confused or whatever on it, whatever, I don't care. But it doesn't mean I want to rush what I do. So,
get another drink.
Do I want to actually animate them, or do I just keep them stiff in there? I think it's actually funnier if they don't move.
Yeah. Yeah, you just need some poppy, K-pop music, and then you're good.
No, I have this kids music playing.
Oh yes.
The one thing I'm concerned about is this little rainbow effect.
Nah.
Because having it gets a little bit stretched out here in these weird spots.
Mm-hmm.
I might not care though.
Yeah, I don't think I have to worry too much here.
And it might be that it would render fine.
Is that song from Robot Unicorn Attack? Is that one in free use?
Why not?
That
it is due to Patreon. It is set to unlisted rate. Yep. So yeah, I'm considering changing some of it. So right now, it's anybody that puts on Patreon $5 or more gets early access stuff, and that's anything across any channel. It's usually within about 12 hours early, 12 days early. And this time it was 48 hours early. But right now I have it set where it's the $10 Twitch sub that also gets early access, mainly because Twitch has such a very different return on it. It's 92% return on a patron, but it's 50% on Twitch, meaning that an equivalent, the same amount on Patreon and Twitch, at least to the creator, is almost double on Patreon. Meaning most of your money is going towards the person, while on Twitch it's only half because there's other benefits and because Twitch can. I'm probably going to change that so it's instead of focusing on the value of it on my side, but to the value on the other side, so that it would be anybody that's a sub would get early access. Because to the user side, it's the same amount, so it would be well, why is it different? So I am probably going to swap that probably soon, so that early access is for the other groups too. So if you're any sub, you would get early access stuff. It's on Discord for Twitch because I don't have any other post method for Twitch. So, but I'd probably do that sometime soon. He posts his newest videos and people are like, he's back after a million years. But he posts stuff multiple times a year still.
And he always updates on his Twitter what he's doing.
Yeah, I try to. I've been trying to post more on Twitter lately, but I just don't like talking. I don't always like talking about the stuff I'm working on.
Opposed to the 2 times a week you stream it.
Yeah, but because I'm just not one. Because normally, if I'm posting on Twitter about something and here's a GIF or whatever, it feels like it's always about me stuff, and
because it is you stuff.
I know, but I don't know. It feels awkward, and so it leaves me in a position where by posting it feels like I'm trying to. I don't know. It just feels awkward, and I'm bad at social media for that. Social media is about kind of being selfish in some things, and I'm not good at that.
Well, I do know you're actively anytime somebody starts talking about themselves, you're really quick to disconnect.
Depends on that. What the
it depends. Well, if it's somebody new,
you follow Pancake.
If I was today I went to the store and I saw this big balloon and I bought the balloon and the balloon kind of looked like me, you would break off because you're making it would be a story about me.
No, I don't mind stories about other people. It's when I didn't ask for the story. Because there's definitely those people, have you ever had the ones that they'll come up to you and they'd be and you can tell that there's something they want to talk about, and but they don't want to just talk about it directly. So they'd be so what'd you do this weekend? And then you'd be oh, not much. And then they'll immediately go oh, well, you know what I did? Well, the only reason they ask that question is because they're trying to open up the conversation for their side. by being nice about it and asking about yours first. So
you're so interesting.
And so, but usually it's always, but how did your weekend go? And you're like, not much. What'd you do? So I'll sometimes just, when I know that they are only asking that for their own purpose, when I don't like people trying to cover. If you want to talk about your weekend, just jump right into it. Do not just try to like lead me on. I'll usually either talk in excess of the things that I'm doing and then walk away, or I will say not much and then never reciprocate asking them that, because I just don't like people that assume or try to lead people into questioning, so that they're like, well, no, I asked you how your day was. No, you only asked me because you want to know how, because you wanted an excuse to tell me about yours.
Can't you find enjoyment in hearing about somebody else's day?
Sure, but don't lead me on. Don't only ask about my day, because you're not interested in my day. You're interested in your day. Well, then no. If you ask me about mine, and I'm going to go on a long period of time, and now you realize you're stuck in a long conversation, you're getting annoyed by it. You asked, so.
Can I ask you a question?
No.
Like, what do you like cooking?
I said no.
What do you like cooking for breakfast?
I don't eat breakfast.
Well, let me tell you about what I want to cook for breakfast. I have a conundrum, chat. See, I want to make waffles, but I feel like I can't make waffles with the stuff we have to make waffles with. We have like 5 boxes of waffles.
You're muted now.
I want to talk about waffles.
All right, chat. So it was really nice knowing Michael.
Waffle.
There we go. It's all good. No, don't touch chicken. Okay, I'll bring you back. Don't touch chicken.
Waffles.
Just what happens? Like I'm like, hey, you can't be on stream, and then he starts murdering things.
If I made waffles with that waffle stuff, would you eat the waffles? Because we have so much.
It's good. The last waffle mix we had was like 2 years old.
Yeah, because I knew you wouldn't eat it.
No, but just leave it there. It'll be there forever.
I wanted to buy more waffle mix with the one waffles you will eat, but then I'm like, we have like 6 boxes of stuff at home.
Mm-hmm.
We should eat it. Waffles are a very complicated subject.
Okay, so this is an interesting one to render, because this, I think it starts as far back as I'm allowed to make it run. No, it isn't. Can I go back to 1? Oh, I need to go back.
Are you trying to fix the rainbow? Because I remember...
There we go. No, I had to pre-render it.
Mm.
You have to tell it. I had it starting here, and that was only a second, so I had to start back here. It won't be re-wiggled, but... So the only thing I have a problem right now with this is it doesn't feel like any progression in a direction. It feels like they're just wobbling up and down. So how can I do that?
You can make some particles go speeding past them. Like a Star Trek thing through space.
Well, either that or I was going to say just have the stars move.
No, because there's some stars that are super far away.
I know, but it doesn't have to be correct. It's about having whether or not it's going to fulfill the need.
Just gotta make sparkles shoot past the whole scene.
No, because then that's too much distraction. I think I'm just going to have the stars move. No,
we can have sparkles move past on the far side of them. I'm coming up with good ideas.
No, you're coming up with ideas.
It's like waffles all over again.
No, it's again, it's not about having it realistic. It's about having it provide the information I need. So in this case, I don't care if it's real or fitting that or not. I just care about whether or not it fits the need. So I'm going to save right now. We're going to grab everything except the star wall. Actually, I'm going to put that in here.
The dragon.
And move them over as far as I can go before the stars start getting weird. So that's right here. And then I'm just going to have them move. How far do I go before it gets weird? Again, there. Oh, that is not the right. There we go.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah. It provides the context that's needed. The only difficulty with it is bitrate is now much more of a concern because these are individual small little specs, and normally bitrate does not like that type of thing. If it stands still and non-changing, it's fine. But this would be a more of a bitrate hit. Wondering if I don't know.
I'm gonna get a drink. Do you want a drink?
I just love that they're like, yay!
They are yay.
Where do they go?
He's so happy.
He is.
Do you?
Yeah, I'll take another one, I guess. Waffles are both a science and an art. Well, Michael knows neither. Who's got the points for Michael's in charge? I have re-enabled that because of the before I was trying to get stuff done, but I don't really need to now. I think I'm actually all good with this video too. Only thing I need to do is just a reminder to myself. So this is and the other, I guess this is the one I need to put this on. These are the notes to myself. So this was, yeah, the forest, dim, daylight, I think. Yeah, something like that. Those are the notes for myself. If I don't put those on, I'll forget about stuff. And if I come back to it like years later, I don't want to look at this and say, what map is this I'm supposed to use? It's just extra context. It's 35,000, I think. No, it's always been 35. One of them should be holding a bong. Mayhaps. Mayhaps. It is called the drug trip. I just realized I named it that. Yeah, I can't think. I thought about doing some animation for them, but I think that it would actually just make it worse. The only thing that I think could make this funnier is having other things go in the background. But if I were to do that, it would require that this scene be significantly longer because they would be going by at a very low speed. So if I'm not doing that, probably better like this. It's a short, sweet type thing. I need to figure out too. So I've made a bunch of Rathalos videos, but I can't remember if any of these have been in a compilation before. I need to figure that out. That one has. It's only. I think Toby Dance hasn't. But I need to figure out which one haven't, because if I think there's like 2 or 3, and if there's not enough, I might be able to make one compilation and just put both these together into one with the other stuff. But yeah, I'll have to figure that out later. Let's get Michael's in charge. I know there are people that haven't. No, he's been in charge 6 or 7 at least. I mean, other than when I've let him on because that was being nice. It's been a few times. Alright, when that one is done, well, that's all the stuff I actually had planned. Failing to miss those, probably. You got to show up here 24/7. I have no idea what some of those are. I'm afraid to click them. Let's make it 7 to 8. Yeah, I don't know. I like I said, I don't know. I got to move some of these over too. Oh, and so okay. So for those that are curious, when it comes to animation stuff, so all the renders that I've done for the Applejack video add up to 34.5 gigabytes before render. 6,641 files because there's so much weird crap. If anybody has
a noise.
Trying to murder me.
Benaya.
Oh, I saw 24 here and I thought it meant 24 FPS. I'm like, what? That doesn't make any sense.
Why do you have like? I didn't know the context of that. I just figured you really like that one picture of Applejack's butt.
This one?
Yeah. No. No. That one gets you in trouble. That's
tractor butt.
Tractor butt. That's hat. That's hat butt.
It's hat butt.
Yes.
I do have to move all those around. Look at this freaking all these save files. Like this one can go away. This one can go away. That one can go away. Anyway. Well, what should I poke at then? Because the Applejack tractor video is done.
You got 30 minutes to make that Halloween picture.
What?
A Halloween picture. You got 30 minutes. Go.
No, I gotta start a new video.
No, get the cute outfit, pony.
Cute outfit.
Cute outfit with the pony.
You know what? I like opened up DeviantArt. You know what? It's a stream now.
This is all you need.
The stream.
Twilight Sparkle. Why did you just say Twilight Sparkle? She meme. Did it just say lonely?
No, it's just Lorem Ipsum.
Oh. This is like... Lorem. Lorem Ipsum is my favorite Hollywood actor. Like, this princess smells.
Yes, thick.
Michael asks for being in charge. I'm afraid. Because that has always been up in the air whether or not it will be entertaining.
Look at her. You know, she needs to be smiling more. Hey, Spike Shoe, he's being ridiculous, yes. Making her smile. She smiles.
She's so happy now.
She's very happy. Have you ever seen Pip this happy?
Not since the bombs fell.
You know, make her even happier.
Oh, so much happy. So, no, keep going. Don't stop. Yes. Perfect. Now you've achieved true happiness. Oh no.
No, there's something wrong right there. I'm sorry, Pip.
Oh, I like your mess. I like your smile.
Pip is fine, like just like she is.
Yes.
Embrace thick. What are you talking about, Galway? It's fine. Look at how beautiful this is. What's wrong with her? Embrace reality.
Yeah, those cameras were knocking off all the thick.
You see what the last thing I saved around there.
I mean, the horse sold smoothies for a living, and then like,
she owned a smoothie business.
Yeah, like she drank all the smoothies.
This is the thing I didn't even realize until I read the wiki. She actually owns a smoothie business.
Yeah.
So that cart she grabs is because she owns that business.
Yeah.
That man in that little hut
Works
that was
for
behind,
her.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's also a terrorist.
It's like I just work here. It's like my first week.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
It's been everybody's first week. She has a very high turnaround.
Yes.
We're gonna go down and try to find.
I wish I could just make a
something
living
specific.
selling smoothies. That seems pleasant.
No, it sounds like a lot of work. You'd have to source all your materials, balance everything, ensure that your profit margin is profitable, but also barely above line because you have to sell it cheap enough. You have to deal with FDA approval for the selling of any type of food product.
Food trucks, you think actually bother with that?
No, they have to. I'm guessing a lot of them had an actual certificate on their wall that stated that they are certified to sell within a food truck in Minnesota.
Look, I'm just gonna wander out into the street and start smelling smashed fruit in cups.
Smelling?
Okay? Selling. I'm gonna smash up some fruit in a cup and hand the cup to somebody and be like, here, drink this. And they'll drink it, and then I'll be like, cool. That was $5. And then I'll
isn't
make
that what
money.
kids do?
And they don't like threaten the individual if they don't pay up.
Are you gonna be like the mafia lemonade stand?
Yes. I have a very good business plan.
There's a picture of like a poem standing with a little wolf costume.
Oh, you gonna get costume? Just type in like Halloween costumes.
No, I thought I remember being right here, but it shifts and moves.
Yeah. Why is that derby sitting like that?
I probably missed it.
Oh, like cute old.
There's lemonade there, right there.
Oh, she's ready to beat somebody up. I can tell.
She's ready for murder.
Yes. All those cute horses.
Like this one?
No, not that one.
Definitely. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. You said this when I was going by.
It's kind of cute. It is a rainbow dashery color, so.
No, it's the better.
Not the better. Even you can't say that.
No, it's definitely better.
Do you think
I am better
than Rainbow Dash?
Oh yeah, I'm totally better.
That is some.
I could get to the fridge in 10 seconds
There's
flat.
some cute stuff. Look at the schoolgirl outfits for the pones. You missed. Scroll down.
I missed this one.
That was blam.
It's a freaking robot with speakers.
Yes.
I probably completely skipped this.
Just type in wolf. It'll probably come up.
No, you can't just search within a certain group like this. I don't think it lets you. I don't think it was that old. I thought it was older. That's why I went way back. But but it was like a little wolf costume, and I could put it on anything I wanted. Oh wow, those look. No, okay, I was gonna say what is this, but that is definitely Naruto. I'm not seeing Wolfie. There's another. That's a good one.
Gross.
Look at him.
It's a bird. They carry diseases.
I know they do, but he needs pets.
Yeah, no. He needs fumigated.
He needs to be fumigated.
He's an infestation in and of himself.
Well, let's check.
Look at that.
There it is.
Oh, Pikachu.
Yes.
That is cute. Is that rainbow?
I think that's an OC.
Oh.
It's a female OC, so they're okay with that.
It's okay. Be cute.
I thought I would have already had that.
Huh? This is asking you to replace the whole thing, it looks like.
Okay. No, we don't. Well, I didn't know what it was called, though.
Yeah, costume.
You can kind of search the page, but that one's different because there's no text on the page itself. It's kind of all hidden and stuff. Sometimes it kind of works, not always. Okay, so it's under suit.
Well, we were kind of talking about Sunny's whole setup. Her the house she lives in is probably paid for, and it's probably historic, so she doesn't have to pay any taxes on it as long as she keeps it up. So her living expenses are relatively low. She's a bum. That's what I'm getting at.
Ah. I was gonna say the texture, I think, is named that.
There it is. They got the male and the female.
Okay, so. Oops. Wolfie. And then we need a horse. What horse do we put in here? I want chat that aside.
Oh.
Well, we need a female horse.
Preferably a cute one. Which shouldn't be hard. That is a wolf.
Actual wolf.
Lyra and Trixie. Lyra is a little shit. I like Lyra.
I don't. Autumn Blaze probably wouldn't fit in there.
What?
I don't think it's built for her.
Try it.
I'm gonna do it, but the main reason
because you said it can't work, and I want to know now.
The main reason I don't want to do it is that I know that he's gonna say Warhorse is gonna be yay.
Yeah, but now you said it can't work, and now I'm curious if it does. You've created a curiosity within
it
me.
will work, or it should work. There's the yay.
He's already floofy.
It should work. It's just gonna have a ton of clipping. Like her back thing is clipping, her head is blinking.
It's so broken.
It is very broken.
But it is still pretty cute. Okay, we need a new pony.
No, that's cute. Delete her. We need another cute.
I need more cute. It's like, I'm done with you now. I need a different pony.
No, I can fix this.
Fix it. We can get a different pony.
Just delete her.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't need to exist. Get rid of the back thing. And the horn we can't really get rid of. And her mane, that's kind of like, yeah, that's kind of stuck.
I'm Blaze ready for fur count. Autumn Blaze is a furry. That's. Can you get that lion outfit that Applejack had?
I think that does exist, yeah.
That would be pretty cute. Very happy.
Is this okay, Warhorse?
Okay, don't delete her, but give another pony the lion costume. No.
Alright, what was another one? Make her fit. I like that. I don't think she's gonna fit. It might kill her. Do it.
Do it.
Do it. We could do Trixie. Trixie will probably work.
Yeah.
The only problem is gonna be the main. Okay.
Trixie's definitely one of my favorite side characters, if not my favorite.
I didn't like her, but her the way they've written her in the future, I guess,
yeah.
Has made her
endearing.
She just is so stupid. Oh, I think I locked that wrong. She's just. There's so much wrong with her, and she is so like. If there is the representation of a brony, it is Trixie. It is no. So it is from, and I'm going off of. I'm not talking about anybody in specific, but from a lot of conventions, there's a lot of people that are very new to something and don't understand something very well, but they portray themselves like they're an expert on a topic, which is what Trixie does. And somebody that will interject herself at any point and will ignore anything that's being said at the moment to continue the conversation that they have now started in their head. Yeah. She is the most brony pony.
She strikes me as a character who would go to a friend's workplace, create a huge scene, demand to speak to the manager at her friend's workplace, get her friend fired, and then look at her friend and be like, Wow, that was so weird. So you want to go get drinks? It's just like completely oblivious. The fact that you just ruined her friend's life. Like, I was thinking margarita.
She does.
You have the lion costume. I want multiple on various costumes. You can't see it, chat, but there's like an ire in his face. What is happening? Is she rolling on the ground?
No.
Because that would be adorable. He's singing her butt. I'm very happy right now.
It's from Alishag. This is a Trixie model, so it actually is the actual thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she does the twerk.
Very happy. It's so cute in that costume. I like how the little nose on the costume wiggles.
This is the entire video animation. Actually, I think this one is publicly downloadable too.
Mm-hmm.
She's like going like ow.
She is furry. Fuzzy horse.
But there was another one.
Cat costumes. I've seen that. That one's fairly new, isn't it?
Yeah, was this Eric?
Oh, this was
this was Eric. For some reason, I thought it was Ace. He was the one that posted something on it recently.
3 different kinds of ears.
Oh. I bet you because this is the old ear format, and this is the bat ear format. This is the newer ear format. Everybody's trying to push towards those new V6 models, and I feel like they just so
the one derpy one you keep.
Yeah,
I do think they look better.
Oh, I don't know. And maybe it's just me being super nostalgic and old man about it, but I kind of am nostalgic and old man about it.
I agree that the old models are more show accurate, but the new models are definitely more expressive.
What do you have the animation? The twerking one? I have it because it was from a video. From this one.
It's a good Halloween video. But if you need a pony video to watch for Halloween, watch this.
The whole point of it was to be goofy, and it's me.
Also derpies. Oh, friendship. You're having fun.
So this is actually down. When I made this, was actually accurate down to like there was a character back here that was originally just kind of sitting there. So I'd made it vinyl so that it was head beating to the music. But yeah, in the beginning of this, there was I don't think she twerked, but it was the music just kind of went with it.
Yes.
New emote Argo talk. No audio. You should be able to hear this one. You cannot hear it. Oh, actually, you can't. So, let me check something. I bet you that none of the audio is going through here.
Have you guys not been hearing the stream this whole time besides us?
No, but that's fine because it's mostly audio anyway. I haven't really played anything else. Now you can hear it. There you go. I always reset it beforehand, but I apparently didn't do that now. So, that's fine. This is what I wish I would have rendered a higher quality, because some of the spinning stuff, like her spinning gun here, you can see some of the individual lines from the spinning. So what ended up allowing me to cheat some of these a little bit was, so the amount of, when you set a render quality on SFM, which is this number right here, it's kind of defaults to 8. Never do 8. Minimum 64. That means that it's going to take that image and it's going to have like 64 different versions of it, and hopefully there is enough to make it look like a blur. But that is per item. So what I ended up doing for the gun that's spinning is, generally anytime the gun is spinning, especially here when it's spinning, is I took the same gun and I moved the spin left and right. So it's 3 different models that are all, you can actually kind of see it ever so slightly here, where you can see there's a little bit of a cut of a line here and a little bit of a line here. And that's because this one melts from here to here, this one melts from here to here, and this one melts from here to here. And by doing that, it makes that 64 technically get tripled. And because now I'm blending that across a larger area, because otherwise 64 might be so little amount that it's just going to be like a blur. It also makes it so it's a lot darker in the middle here.
I just want to remark before you move from this shot how much I was in love with this shot when you were animating it, and I still love it.
That's exactly what the show did. This one was a little difficult because the eye will always have a little bit of light reflected in it. So the actual, I can actually open that up because it's an interesting. This one had a lot of technical challenges in it. We have 15 minutes to burn until then. I got to try to think of another video for next week. If I don't, I'll probably just do something else goofy.
I thought you were going to put the ponies in the cat now.
No, you distracted me, Michael.
Wait, that was my fault?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember. I just remember Twixie twerking. And you're like, you must see where the twerks come from. We grow the twerks in the twerk fields.
What audio tech software? Generally, if I do any audio editing, if I'm looking for audio conversion, like bringing stuff from some other source into SFM, I use Audacity. This one. It's free and it's pretty powerful. And it works, it's super easy. All the settings are kind of already there for making everything pre-imported in SFM. For merging it into video, I usually will use just whatever is in After Effects or Premiere. If I'm doing like podcast audio editing, I use Audition, which is Adobe's audio editing. Okay, so the map here probably don't have loaded. That's fine. But like, let's say for instance, on this shot, getting it to work, because their eye is always visible. So like, even though the light is not supposed to hit here, it meant that on that silhouette shot, I was still going to see a little bit of a light there. So that is why when she turns here, this pops up.
That's horrifying.
Because I needed to block any light from actually being reflected off of her eye.
Couldn't you just have kept your eyes closed?
No, because it's going to reflect off, because it's still a 3D model of a lip. Mm-hmm. And the light is not all the lights are set to be shadowed. And if they're not shadowed, they will cast light through all objects, including her eyelid. So going through here, it's not going to be just one of those occurrences. So like, when she's on the ground, no, she's on the ground. Yeah, when she's right here. So I had to block out her eyes there. Because if I didn't block her eyes out here, in the final, you can't see her eyes at all. It's zeroed. You would have seen a white line coming across here, and that wouldn't have actually done what I wanted it to. And I set, these are Five Nights at Freddy's teeth, the pony models. I brought that in and put it in this model. And then I set them to have an artificial glow. And then I set the glasses to have an artificial glow. So, well, they're not actually reflecting anything. They're just set to glow. Same with the teeth.
I love the artistic styling in this.
I wish I had the enhanced model when I made this, though, because I would have made a much better smile. These models were not good at that smile. this is a bad smile.
I almost feel like that I'm dying. I feel like just the artistic style, like in the shots in this video, is what made it absolutely wonderful.
But it was all taking what
that.
But it was taking what already existed. I was taking other artistic styles. So I was able to take something that already existed and make it work at SFM. I take no credit for the style itself.
Well, I mean, even in the anime, they weren't the first people to do this kind of art style.
Well, and so this shot was also hard because I wanted the detail here in the lighting, but I needed to keep her face dark, but I needed control in the lighting on the side, which meant I had to control the lighting so strictly in this that the light would only go from here and just get cut off around here. Like, all the lights were set to cut off at very, very tight ranges, because if any of them went too far, like even this one, technically this one went too far. I probably kept it for a good reason. I'm going to guess because it actually probably looked better that way. It gives a little bit of context, but that is just showing that her eye is actually visible there. I probably shined a negative light in her eyes to completely black them out and stuff too. So,
it's so beautiful.
This was a tough shot because this type of high perspective in SFM just doesn't work. Like showing from here, because any type of depth of field is going to destroy something this close compared to something this far away. Do a remaster? No, I think
good.
I can't think of any way I'd remaster this.
It's beautiful. You don't need a remaster.
This is an interesting one. So, particles in SFM. If you have a particle that is attached to an object, it will only render any lines based on the frame rate. So if you have a 24 frame rate, or 30 or 60, it will say, this is where I existed this frame, this is where I existed this frame. Even if it's set to curve in the middle there, it will go in a straight line. Particles do not give a shit about anything other than the frame rate. And sometimes it gets a little glitchy. And so you can actually see, this is the frame rate that it's running at. Because it goes from here, and then it kind of gets a little fucked up, and then it moves to here, and then it gets a little fucked up, and it moves. So you can actually see it loop around and exactly where the frames are, because I was using a particle. This explosion I used was enormous. I wanted it. It was super detailed, was great looking, but it was huge. So the only way I could, and you can't really shrink down particle like group effects. So the only way to make this shot work was the plane is as big as the frickin' building. Like that big void that I used, it took up like half of it to get that to work. I had to build this thing where even moving around the entire ship, I had to like sprint the camera around because it's huge, which meant everything about it had to be huge. So to make this one explosion work, I had to, well, actually I can, what am I talking about? I'm right here. Oh, okay. It's not as big, but still, this is
pretty big.
Normally, like, this would be the size of a pony, like right here. It is enormous to get it to work.
This whole video is like, as far as I get that you borrow the artistry from the anime, but it turned out so nice.
Like some of these quick shots, so like this thing coming down here, because I was having this like creature come down, I needed what looked like a bat. So I actually I think I textured it all black. Yeah, but this is an actual bat from like Dota.
That's so amazing.
It worked perfectly fine.
That's beautiful.
And then here, this is actually from the anime. This whole thing of like shows Alucard like reaching up with like black eyes and hair covering his eyes, like reaching upwards with all these eyes opening. That's actually from the actual thing. I made it as exactly as it was.
Did you make the side-by-side comparison video, or did somebody else do it? Because I have seen a side-by-side comparison video between the original scene and then yours.
Oh, I don't think I did.
So
somebody in this shot actually gets shot in the head and like his head explodes. I didn't want to do any blood, so I threw a pie at her.
Yeah, because there was once upon a time where he didn't want to hurt Pony.
No, I still hurt them. I just don't. I mean, she got hurt. She got with a pie. This was another interesting one. This video had so many weird shits in it to make it work. When you're trying to copy somebody, so like you can see the shot coming in, but to actually get the perspective right, the camera is now no longer moving. I am stationary. So I actually play with the perspective by taking all of these. I gotta mute the audio before I get copyright something. I actually bring in the rocks and everything to try to force a change in perspective that I was not able to get otherwise.
I'm guessing this video is copyrighted all the heck.
Oh yeah, I can't do anything with it. Actually, the original was fully taken down because of that song. I got lucky. I don't know how I got lucky. I played the entire scene, and I've not had a problem. I don't think there's anything else that's goofy with this. So this is a map. It's a map that has a mirrored ground, and there's 3 different versions. One that's a full mirror, one that's a green screen background mirror, and another one that has like a water effect. It is very touchy, and you have to be very careful on how you use it. But if you use it at the right angles with the right lighting, you can get some damn good effects. And for this, it worked perfect. So this is an actual map that is giving this like mirror effect, but a lot of these clouds are actual like individual cloud models, because I hate just like static clouds if it's a main thing. I want clouds that can kind of even ever so slightly cross onto each other, because it gives a much better effect. All right, see you later, Spike.
Bye-bye.
I have no idea. I think it was popular a couple of years back.
I'm trying to think of anything else that was goofy on this, though.
I bet that scene where you see Derpy is pretty cool.
Yeah, but on that one, then, if you actually look at... so if you actually look at the guns, there are 3 of them. So it's 3 of them whenever it spins. So when it's here, it's 1, but it's technically 3 overlapping each other. But as soon as it starts moving, it starts spreading out into 3. And the faster it goes, the more I have them spread. And then when it comes around here, and when she catches it, then it goes back to 1. Until then, this one I think is, actually it's transparent. That's goofy. Still is. It's a ghost rifle. This is a good example too of only worrying about what's on camera. Like her animation here. Like if you look at the animation, you're gonna say, "Oh, it looks pretty good." But if I were to like just stationary the camera, there's definitely a lot of problems with it. Like
I remember you having tons of trouble with the suit. Like it kept clipping like crazy.
This suit is stupid. More like Van Winkle. Spy suit. This is all custom animation to the suit for the sole purpose of making it not be a bitch. Like, okay, so I'm gonna just take this entire suit. We're gonna in. So now this is without animation. Look at this suit.
Tore itself to shreds.
Every time she had any movement, the suit would destroy itself. It was not built. It was not weighted correctly to the body, but it was the only thing that worked. But everything was going so fast, and the way the colors were set up and whatever, it worked. But it meant that anytime there was any motion, I had to keep moving the suit around to put it in the correct position so that it didn't look like shit. And that was, well, and there was definitely some things that could have been done better on the suit creation, but I'm also putting this character in a very non-conventional position. This suit, in the details that it has, is not going to do that correctly, no matter what you do. So it's okay. So like, as soon as she shifts to like go here, basically I was just looking at all these shots and being like, which ones don't match. A ton of custom animation. Like even here, if you look at this.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Like, it's just a bunch of blocky crap. Like, whatever. But in the final...
The darkness of this shot makes it not even...
you can't tell from the darkness.
No.
So I just didn't care.
shot is so good.
The moon?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, again, like, this is just a beautiful video.
Thank you for the follow.
I honestly can't get over it. Also Derpy.
Mein Fräulein Van Winkle.
I actually remember animating him here.
Mein
Yeah,
Fräulein
Derpy.
Van Winkle.
That's a cool.
Where is it?
It's him! Like the major said!
Mein Fräulein Van Winkle. The song was nice.
The song was nice. He's like, no. No, it wasn't nice.
The song was nice.
I don't know why it was funny just putting her helmet over her face.
Putting Derpy in videos is always a winning idea.
Anything like this, too? Any fade is stupid. SFM doesn't handle fades, which means I have to animate into both. So this is one of those scenes where... So if you look on this, there's two different bookmarks in here. So this shot... or no... I think this was the crossover point, and then I think I just did this one all the way through. And I think, why does that arrow go that way? Oh, okay. So these arrows are pointing to, they're giving me context for the blur. So it's saying this one blends into the right, and this one blends into the one to the left. Normally I would put another bookmark in here to indicate where the render would start for that. So then I would say, I would render this one first, like this. And then I would render the second one, in this case, would probably be like that. These bookmarks give me the context on render. And then I pick the middle point as being the preview point. So if I hit play, that will be where I see everything happen. It'll be not a true blend, but it's close enough. And normally I would render this out much, much earlier to determine where that point was. And this is where I determined it too. I usually would kind of try to get close and then pick a few frames beforehand to give myself a little wiggle room. In this case, that's why I probably gave myself the whole shot. And then these two are also a blend from here to here. Apparently I don't have a bookmark on this one, but you can probably see that here. It blends. Yeah. So this to this, you can see it's a much more subtle blend. I'm trying to catch it when it's like mid blend.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, you can kind of see it come through the edges. So it's a blend from the center, and that's because that's what the original did, and I was going to copy it as much as I could.
You did good. Oh, no more Derpy.
Focus your fire.
Yep.
This is another tough one of like having... So you have to have no lighting, and then you have to have certain lights blend back in. I love this shot. This is my favorite shot of actually the whole thing. I don't know why I love that shot so much.
Like, Halsey is just an amazing anime in general.
There's actually a glitch, I think, in this shot.
It seems like a hard position.
Right at the very beginning of this, the first frame or two, the water actually has a different reflection on it, and I just left it because I was too lazy. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's enough on that one. We're already out
I
of time
feel like
altitude, pull up. No, he needed to crash. His whole purpose was to crash.
I feel like ever since I started watching your videos in person, you haven't been adding Derpy to any of your videos.
Because look, Michael.
This is so cool. You didn't only add Derpy, you made her absolutely adorable. Look at that. She's so cute.
We are going to
She's like I will let go.
The one thing I actually loved about this video, all in one file, because there was no scene build. This was a very low effort scene build, but everything's in one. That's definitely how it was supposed to.
when the purple and black checkerboards attack.
Yeah. You know, I miss being able to do single scene build videos because they're the easiest thing to make. For sure.
Yeah, the tractor one was pretty extensive on the scene builds.
And I knew it would be. It was Ponyville that was really the biggest annoyance.
You built Ponyville.
Anyways, that was fun little behind the scenes stuff. I do want to do like in the future we're gonna do a 10,000 milestone video. So I'm working on it here. So this is like the video list to play. I haven't figured out what the time on this would be. I'm probably gonna do the math on that. But there is a lot to cover here, especially since this is first year alone and makes up a third of all the content.
I have very fond memories of that first one.
So I will be. He had a very good choice guitar.
Yes.
I'm a future guitar hero. Good choice of icon. I'm gonna post on that probably within the next week or two. It's probably gonna take me about a month before we hit the hours, unless I work on stuff on the side. I'm not finishing up a video, which means it shouldn't be too much. You're tired. Go to sleep. Anyways, we are done. Yeah. I think I might post that on Twitter.
I feel like I should be disappointed in you.
But no, she's fine. Look, she's thick. I'm gonna probably post that on Twitter because she's just
you were just so happy about like chubby Rainbow Dash, and now this. I feel there's a pattern. That's okay.
She's so thick.
She is.
Well, I don't need to go that direction. I don't know what's that direction. That's not the good poem.
Wait. Oh. The poem.
Lithic.
All I know is that the internet is shipping her and Hitch very hard.
Pip?
Hitch and Pip, yeah.
Pip is awesome. I think the memes have made it's the same with Giz. Giz is the same way, but he's so small. And all the memes of being small Pip.
Now you got big Pip.
She's very thick. We're gonna go on Twitter.
Oh. Do this now, huh? Okay.
I feel like that's a little too thick, but
no. Perfect.
Wait.
You can't even see your face in the initial shot.
Well, we gotta do.
But it's fine.
We need.
You've had enough alcohol. This will work.
No, I'm good. Okay, I need to figure out how they said Li Pip.
This princess
Is
so good you.
Li Pip. It's just Le Pip. That's all it is. Okay, it's just Le Pip. So I'm gonna keep it Lithic. Should I do it all capitals? No, it's not as fun. I think Lithic looks better.
It's a shit post. You don't want to put that much thought into it.
Well, I didn't know it was like an apostrophe or something. Okay, there we go. It's been tweeted.
Admitted to sin.
Lithic. Okay. The preview is great. Of like, where is she?
You got 2 more. You got 3 more notifications since clicking out and back in.
Perhaps we must click.
How you already have 3 likes
to see the more
and 2 retweets.
Because everybody here is listening. So we must click. What is closer? What did we click?
The reason the internet is like
we have found the peep
failing.
She's thick. Thick peep. Oh, look at all these friendships. All friendship points. You all get friendship points.
I see you. Look at those things.
Okay. That was bootleg perfume. That ad was one of my favorite things from there. I'm just saying, "Le Peep." It's just so good.
My whole thing of that ad is like, "This princess smells. You could smell too."
Do you wish to smell like a peep? Very smell like le poop. Okay. She mega thick. Oh my god, yes. Wait, I think you saw that before, Sulfur. You know what? She's extra thick. That was my leg peep. Well, yes, it was. That was a pretty good one, too. So, anyways, we're done. I'm going to be streaming. Okay, we are not streaming on Sunday. Actually, it is Halloween. I have some family stuff going on. You were talking about maybe doing it because you're off on your own. Whatever.
I could.
If you really want to see Michael's stream, I'll let him know because that's annoying him and that's funny. So but we're not going to be streaming this Sunday. But it should be that next week we'll be back to a normal schedule, like post-con schedule.
Maybe I could play a spooky game.
Well, we'll see. So yeah, I'm over 3. So you're going to get a kitty, and we'll see you later. Little peep.
Yes. Good night, Argo.
You go to your room. You're grounded.
Yay!
Yeah, I don't have to leave my room.
I don't have to leave. You're not allowed to leave the house. Oh, thank goodness. Like when you're a kid, you're told you have to stay at home. It's like, oh, but as an adult, you're just like, oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the cheers, Sir Edward Warhorse and Nolan. Thank you very much. Thank you, Warhorse, for you actually did do some stuff today, so thank you for moderating.
What did he do?
Thank you for the follow. He banned somebody. Thank you for the follow. L2 Cute, Technical Pancake, Pony SFM09, and MJS Film Co. 70. So appreciate it. Thank you very much. Otherwise, I will see you guys on like Tuesday or something. We'll go back to normal.
Bye. Boy.
Actually, wait. Is there anybody streaming? Maybe I can raid.
Oh wait. Wait, the stream's not over. Don't leave yet.
Yeah, it might be too late.
No.
Oh, it's just Jay. We rated him before.
Oh.
Nobody watches his Twitch.
Wow.
Bye bye.